I paid a lot for
You
this.
need that, diamond Michael Jackson glove.
From the Launch Mahal in beautiful Austin, Texas, welcome to a special episode
That's the knit glove, I think.
of the Launch live stream.
The white one was
It's
like
the final
bling,
table
right?
of the talk of the town, the Mega Monster. Final table, Kev, in the box. We'll go around the table after this hand. Let's get cards in the air. $300,000 up for grabs for the first place winner. Slick Rick and Skull Mike in the bunker right now. Nate Kugel will be joining me in about an hour.
Playing for $300,000 today, Rick.
Blue Man Group Joe, look at that stack, $73 million. He went from $9 million to $73 million last night in about an hour and a half.
And he was the day 2 chip leader. Now he's the day 3 chip leader. And he has a lot of final table experience. Just of late, remember, he's won a WSOP bracelet this summer, so he's got to be the overwhelmingly favorite here to take down the title and the big bag.
Yeah, he's having an incredible year. Won a World Series poker bracelet last month. And chip leader here going around the table.
Yoda does point out that TM is wearing that circuit ring, maybe for a little intimidation.
It's kind of deep in there. So
Seat 1 Spider, also known as Christian from the Valley, 28 years old. Seat 2 is Mauro from Torreon, Mexico, 38 years old, came to the table with $10.5 million. Josh in seat 3 from Brady, Texas, just about a couple hours from Austin. And there he is, TM, a Lodge crusher, fresh off last month's World Series of Poker circuit win with $11.8 million. JuJu in seat 5. He's 27 years old from Houston.
Yeah, JuJu's played the stream before as well. He travels frequently between Houston and the Austin area, so he'll be comfortable in the studio.
Yes, JuJu wearing, looks like rain gear. JuJu's expecting rain. We haven't seen rain in Austin about 3 months. All these guys are great. It's funny.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you also.
Glove from a friend of Mexico.
They're the payouts, Rick. 300 up top. Next person eliminated will win just shy of $34,000.
Nia is in seat 6. He's 48 years old from Sugar Land, Texas. It's funny. I asked each one of these guys, what are you going to do if you win $300,000 today? What are you going to buy anything special? Every one of them says they're just going to put it in the bank. No Rolexes, no cars.
What would you do, Rick, if you won $300K? You wouldn't be buying a Rolex or no car either, so why you hate it?
Take a nice trip.
That's a lie. You go nowhere but your house and the lodge, and maybe your 50th wedding anniversary, you go somewhere.
Dano is in seat 7 from the Rio Grande Valley also. He and Christian from McAllen, Texas, representing Rio Grande Valley.
I think I put a small pool in my backyard if I won $300K. Small pool. Do a couple laps like Alan Bauer before the final table. King 10 here out of the small bind. Facing it open from the hijack, ace 3 off. We're one of our short stacks at the table at 9.4. So every decision here crucial for him. The pride of Mexico. And rips it.
Our first all-in of the day.
A ballsy rip here with the King 10. Good luck, Owen.
Back to Dano. No one wants to get involved too early. They want to enjoy this moment.
I get 2 purple.
And that's a big pot for the 2-seat. Takes down the 1.3 out of the hijack, the big blind, and the ante. Got to imagine he's a little bit nervous here playing for this much money first time on the Lodge live stream, but that will settle the nerves.
They got a good team.
Morrow.
Yeah, they do. I don't really
from
watch
Torreon,
it,
Mexico, fired 2 bullets.
Just 2, huh?
Bagged the first bullet and tried to bag a second bag.
None of the players who fired 29 bullets, did they make the final table?
No.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Joe's been running so good. You think he might have, like, gold gloves with diamonds on it or something? Maybe that's what Joe buys if he wins this. Or maybe those black gloves go straight to the Poker Hall of Fame. Pocket aces on the button for the 2-seat. Imagine this is going to be a small open. 1 million, 1.1. Don't want to blow your opponents off when you're holding the bullets.
We'll go over chip values. That candy cane, big red and white one is 1 million. The red one is 100,000. We'll go over chips. We're going to introduce a new plaque to the table, a 5 million chip plaque. TM is going to come along. TM likes these small cards. He's going to make the call already in the big blind with 1 million chips already in the pot. Blinds are 250, 500, 500. Every orbit 1.25 million. And after this hand, we'll invite another member of the commentator team into the conversation as we look at Mauro.
That's 1.5.
1.5 million. Those purple chips, 500,000 each.
Stack's pretty similar here. TM defending the big blind. Don't think he wants to continue after this C-bet of 1.5. TM prefers tournaments. You see him a lot on our cash streams, but he is a tournament player. And he'll play any tournament. The free roll, $100 buy-in, $500 buy-in, couple 1Ks, 3Ks, doesn't matter for him. So he'll take his time on each decision, and he's touching some chips.
Raising chips.
Oh, no, don't do it, TM. Don't do it.
He is.
Oh, this is
Looks like about 3.8 million.
danger. Feels like this texture on the Jack-7 deuce might favor him out of the big blind. Really unconnected board. You know we're going nowhere here on the button with the bullets.
Going to make the call. And we're going to see a turn.
This pot has ballooned to 10.5 million. Terry only has 7.7 behind, and he's drawing debt. Got to pump the brakes now, but after you raise so large on the flop, and the deuce of spades definitely favors your range versus the button here out of the big blind. Could be inclined to rip it, but let's hope for TM that he does not. And he sees the red light stop sign ahead and waits for another day.
He checks. He's going to shut it down. Let's see what Mauro does here, though.
You guys get some decent sleep? You guys get some decent sleep?
Joe,
Yeah.
tired of the silence in the room.
Sweet tea, I couldn't sleep.
I just wish I had it. Really?
Yeah, sweet tea will not make you sleep. Now I know. Now I know.
I had an hour and a half of sleep, man. I had to go run my office.
Yeah, I played all day yesterday, hungover, because I drank the night before and not much sleep. And then last night I didn't get much sleep.
Mauro taking some time. Got about 7 million. Going to put a stack of reds in there. That's about 2 million.
Was it 3 or 4?
Somewhere there.
I don't. Finally, I think I went to bed about 4:30, 4:45.
TM's going to think about it for a few seconds and lay it down.
Very aggressive check raise there on the flop. Was hoping to take it down right then and there, but sometimes your opponents have the goods, and he lays it down.
So before we introduce our next member of the commentator team, let's go over the chip values. We have chips in play, the 25,000 light sky blue chips, the 100,000 red chips, the big saucer purple ones, those are 500,000, and we call them the candy canes, the red and white ones. Those are 1 million, and we do have some plaques. You see Blue Man Group, Joe? All those plaques, those are 5 million plaques right there, and we introduce another great member of the commentator team who was joining us late last night, Nate Kogel. Nate, you ready for some action?
I'm back, boys. Happy to be here. Lodge stream is up and ticking. We've got 7, 8 left. Everybody's fighting for it all.
Spider with ace queen here, 28 years old.
All of it.
Goes
He's
all
all
in.
in.
That was only 4.5 million.
4.2, so not many BBs for Spider. The ace queen definitely good enough for a rip, and Josh with the jacks on the button going nowhere. Yeah, we're gonna have a flip for our first elimination.
You don't have to when you have 73 million.
Well, still, you know.
Josh from Brady, Texas.
All in.
All in for about 25 million. Spider will be fighting for his tournament life right here, looking for an ace or a queen.
Looks better.
Things down. Oh. Okay. Jacks.
Final table, Kev will give us 3. Spider needs some help here. Now he adds a 3 ace or queen. Doesn't come, and Spider is going to be the first eliminated.
33.8 will be his takeaway.
Christian will be back. He's a good player. I've seen him around a lot through Texas, Vegas.
Why you got to pick on him like that?
Kid definitely puts in a lot of work.
I thought you were going to pick on him.
He'll be back.
I don't
Great
pick on
run.
people.
You got me yesterday. I
don't-
misread my hand.
I never pick on people.
Can I switch to that?
Now this is
That
going to
one
be
I just-
interesting. There's
you didn't miss
we're
it.
getting to some
You made a good bet.
hefty pay jumps, and things are getting pretty expensive. So ICM is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
when
be
I
pretty
thought-
important for Joe to apply a ton of pressure here.
Heads up for the,
Right now? This hand?
no, the trophy.
Oh,
And he was putting a lot of pressure on last night. That was a clinic, huh, Nate?
Unbelievable. People couldn't. I mean, it was unreal. It was amazing. He was showing out for everyone.
yeah.
Just one cool guy. So down to 7. We'll be here from start to finish today. Don't know how long that will be, but whatever it is, we'll be here.
I feel like we need some music in here.
Yeah, we need some music or something.
Can you hear my breathing?
Yeah, Tone's very serious in the studio today. Joe plays a lot of our cash streams where it's lively, some drinks are flowing, it's chatty, the players are joking around. No jokes today.
2-5?
We saw Steve play last night. He told me earlier today his favorite hand is 5 deuce. So look for that today.
The Ray Louie.
We're getting closer. I just need 6 more of you got to go away.
6-6.
Already 1,300 plus watching us. Appreciate each one of you.
Only 100 likes though, Rick, so should be at about 400 if my calculations are correct by now.
Hit that thumbs up. Yeah, he was telling me his favorite hand was 5 deuce. I see Lego in chat. Lego played well yesterday. Congratulations on a deep run, Lego. I know you'll be back from the Dallas area, although he was wearing a Houston Astros jersey.
One of your other favorite members of chat's also in there right now. Who's that, Rick?
You guys, we know we started the tournament with less than these, right?
Sacre Bleu.
That's pretty crazy.
My good friend from Canada.
74 million chips are chip leader. That's 148 BBs.
Yeah, each one of these is like a person.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Each one of these is $400 and it's a little bit.
You want to hear a funny story, folks? TM, I was out there early today, about 11:30 p.m., 2.5 hours before the stream. TM's playing 1-2 at the lodge. He's about to play for $300,000, and he's out there playing 1-2 at the lodge. Who loves it more than TM?
Gotta love it. Just putting in, you know, some work right before the grind. Getting his mind right. I don't blame him.
What do you think? Shohei Ohtani just goes right out on the mound? He warms up in the bullpen a little bit before showtime.
Absolutely. Can't go in with a cold arm.
Got to get the mind right. All in.
Good luck, Colin.
Out of the small blind. Steve, one of our shorter stacks with the ace.
Good luck, caller.
That's going to work.
No caller there.
Thank you, sir.
Good for Steve, enjoying himself.
$400
$400 buy-in. He's already guaranteed himself $42,000 at a minimum.
That's your job, man.
There's a nice look on a
Somebody have a...
Monday afternoon at the lodge. A lot of smiling faces.
There's nobody smiling.
No, I take those. I just don't want to leave you with none.
Oh, wait, there's
one. There's one. Front and center. He looks tired, though.
There you go.
Buy-in on this tournament, $400.
Oh, let's see who I could knock off.
5,750
Yeah,
entries.
Somebody. Not me, though, please.
Pretty sure I'm going to get a walk. I don't know why.
Not the case, Joe.
He said not today.
Not today.
Dano in the
Not
small blind's going to
today.
defend.
All right.
No pressure
This
from
is
Blue
like-
Man Group Joe.
Joe's very relaxed right now and playing passive. I'm kind of shocked. I would expect him to be a little bit more aggressive here in position, especially against a stack that is middling the pack. There's two shorties that are lower than him, so this is a good spot for Joe to
All over again.
apply that pressure in position.
Passive route indeed. Dana goes with the C-bet here, but Joe connects with the flop. Second pair of queens. You can sense the weakness here out of the 7 seat. Joe pretty confident that he has the best hand. But a passive check, and to the river we go. Free card, 2 pair.
See if Joe fires something out here.
Gotta fire.
1.5.
1.5 into 3.5.
Going to Value Town against Dano. Dano's not happy about it.
Draw.
Pretty handcuffed here, but the way this hand goes, ace high could be good sometimes. You'd be thinking that Joe would be raising his king and queens out of the big blind if he had him pre-flop.
What could you call it?
Another one bites the dust.
All right, take it.
Joe singing queen there. Another one bites the dust.
Bites the dust.
Shows the queen.
Boom, boom.
Want to give a shout out to Poker Flops in chat. Poker Flops had a great post on his Instagram about how this tournament may revolutionize the way tournaments are played in the future. 24 day one levels. You could take your best 2 bags to day 2.
Never in on that hand.
$400 buy-in, 5,750 entries. 246 came back for day 2. The min cash was 1861. The second largest prize pool in Lodge history and the largest field in Lodge tournament history.
Can't wait for the triple bag tournament.
Majority of the time. Majority.
You did.
But thank you very much for that post, Poker Flops. Check him out on, I think it was TikTok or Instagram, Poker Flops.
I love this strip, Smith. I love it. The first time,
Suited Broadway cards here for Joe out of the small.
you know, it's awesome, man.
Going to tango with his neighbor once again.
Yeah.
Then when you pick up one of these, it feels like so light.
You feel like this like pennies now.
Yeah, it's like a penny. You know, happily completes from the big blind, Mr. Mauro,
to the flop.
as he should.
Not very often.
Getting a good price.
And a good flop.
I'd say so. Let's ask him when he liked his hand.
Here comes the C-bet. $2 million into $5 million. Not the flop that Joe wanted to see. He's out of there. Smooth call, $9 million now and growing.
Trips in the check mark for Mauro. A lot of these players did not get a chance to play on the stream table last night. First time ever.
It's better to play on the stream table today, though.
Yes.
I would agree. More money in their hands, opportunities await.
More eyeballs in chat enjoying this. 1,800 in chat and growing.
Almost 200 likes. Come on, hit the like button, everybody. This is getting spicy.
Turn goes check, check. Mauro wants to get some value out of his hand here on the river. Little over 1/3 pot, 3.5, and this hand's going to be over.
You know, thinking, pondering.
Doesn't have any clubs in his hand. But the stakes are too high to get out of line. Into the muck it goes. Ever been to Mexico, Nate?
Mexico?
Yes.
Once.
Any poker in Mexico or just R&R?
A little bit. There's online too. There's a lot of opportunity for poker in Mexico. They have a couple casinos. Yeah, it's heard been good things.
Shout out to Mexico, the 2-seat representing Mexico today.
Welcome to the lodge.
TN Pocket Kings.
Here we go, folks. Lodge Crusher. TM, who won, if you remember, he won the 50 for 50 at the LCS this year. Also got a circuit ring last month at Choctaw at the WSOP. On a little bit of a heater. Ace Jack for JuJu. The 27-year-old from Houston, Texas.
Disciplined laydown there out of the big blind. 30 million in chips. Does not want to see a flop with the ace-9 off. After an early position raise and a call. And a nice flop here for JuJu, top 2.
TM going to continue.
Well, that's 900.
Not a quarter-size pot bet.
I actually like the smaller sizing. You want to have somebody that generally in position peeling you to small flop sizing so you can go to a turn and recognize your equity most of the time, as we're going to see here. And keep the bluffs in his range. That's a really good turn card for TM. Blocking.
Broadway.
It's going to be interesting to see how he plays this.
Slows down, pumps the brakes.
With intentions, we're not sure.
About 3.3.
Blocker sometimes overrated, Nate.
Really big bet, though. You know, it's really hard for TM to force a fold here, turn his hand into a bluff. Not much fold equity.
To be almost for half of TM's chips just for this call, with the river still to come.
What do you think about that sizing from JuJu? I mean, he doesn't have any hearts. Doesn't want TM to get a free look at a flush draw, perhaps. Does have a king.
I think it's fine. I think it's a little big, but I think if he bet smaller, he would give TM a chance to hang himself. And if we're betting, you know, half pot, it's really close for TM.
God damn, my eyes. I need sunglasses with all that bling right now. See, I'm still thinking about it. A very creative player. If the door is a little bit open, he likes to kick it down. Told me if he wins this tournament today, he's going to force Slick Rick to get a haircut and a side part just like the one he has. Makes the call.
The call here.
TM's in trouble with $4 million in his stack. Even with that large sizing, TM chases.
All in.
Good luck, all in.
Not many bluffs.
Especially JuJu. Yesterday we had seen JuJu be pretty passive on some spots where thin value he wouldn't go for it. But now when he has the top of his range, he's going for it. It's just very frustrating. TM doesn't have the king of hearts. Could be thinking that JuJu could have some sort of I don't even see any bluffs in JuJu's range here. It's just really complicated spot that he put himself in. Hopefully he sniffs it out and finds a fold.
Would you have been ripping turn or folding instead of just flatting?
Honestly, with his sizing on the turn, it just makes it so hard for us to find any bluffs in JuJu's range.
Right.
How many king jacks does he have? Not many. We're blocking 2 of the kings. He could have sets. He has pocket 7s a lot. He has a ton of ace 10s. He has all the ace jack combos. Ace queen. JuJu's 3-betting ace king.
All have you
ace
beat.
queens.
Yeah.
All these hands have us beat. It's really, really complicated. Doesn't want to find a fold.
Yeah, TM a very sticky player. Battles for every single pot. That's what makes him one of the best.
He is one of the best. He's very, very good. Very sticky. Puts people in very awkward situations.
Queen Jack.
Putting him on Queen Jack, maybe. That's the only hand that we do beat. But all the other hands that we mentioned have you out of this tournament, TM. Yep. Don't do it, sir.
Trying to find a hand he beats.
About to be in the big blind. It's about $1 million of his stack. It's a quarter of his stack right there. But he can still make a comeback from that.
This is for all of TM's chips.
Yep.
When he called turn, he was hoping it would go check, check, river so he could just go to showdown. When he shoves, now he's like, well, what hands do I beat? Queen Jack is literally one of the only combos that we beat. I don't know any other combos that we can say JuJu has here after flatting a UTG open.
And like you said, you got to size up your opponent and know your opponent.
Absolutely.
Queen Jack likely would have just gone check, check. Don't know about that sizing on the turn if he was holding a Queen Jack.
I think Queen Jack sizing on the turn is fine. It's because you can technically make an ace fold sometimes, especially off that stack depth.
Sugarland, Texas.
From where?
Houston.
Houston?
Because generally when you have
No.
Not really.
the middling range of Queen Jack, especially on this texture, especially when check to, TM's aggressive. So TM generally likes to double barrel, especially when equity arises. Hearts come, 10 comes.
I'm stuck.
Looks like he's going to find the fold.
Second, guys. Sorry.
Taking extra time.
That WSOP we're playing, this guy couldn't make up his decision on what I did to him. He called the floor man himself and, can you put the clock on me? Seriously.
You messed him up that bad.
So and he's like,
Joe's such a nice guy.
he's from Europe. He's like,
But this is him subtly telling that he's thinking about calling the clock
Yes.
without saying it.
he goes, yes, sir. He goes,
Tell me
"I
you
need
want to
put
call
a
the
on
clock
me."
without telling me you want to call the clock.
So I can make a decision or fold, right? That's what he did. I was cracking
TM
up.
not looking at JuJu here. JuJu's just not giving
Never ever
off
seen the
anything.
guy call a clock on
I would be
himself
trying to
like that.
get some sort of info off my opponent.
Like where he bought that raincoat from?
Where are those
When's his
black-
next trip to Seattle?
What do you look for, Nate?
I like to look at people's neck pulse, their chest, their hands. Sometimes I look at their legs. People sometimes like let their energy go from their legs and see, you see people's feet moving a lot. It's just weird stuff like that. You can pick up on information. A lot of people don't want to move. They don't want to give off reads. They don't want to give off information, which is completely natural. We're playing for a lot of money. But some people don't realize the information they give off by, just breathing heavily or looking a certain way when they have it.
There you see the prize pool as we wait for TM to make his decision. He makes the call,
He talked himself into calling.
and TM is eliminated
Himself into calling.
in 7th place.
All right, good luck, guys.
TM will earn
That's what we're
$42,293
gonna fold until
for
he
his
just says-
efforts.
Every time he does that, he bluffs me. I said, oh man, he's calling. He just convinced himself.
Let's see, bro.
GG's for
Good job.
TM. We'll be seeing more of him in the future, but a disappointing call off there with the Cowboys. He'll be thinking about that one for at least a couple
He
days.
was so funny, man. This guy
What
was
an
all in
effort,
with
though,
his
by
side,
TM.
Phenomenal.
Down to
man.
6.
So long. Calling down with
Would have been left with about 8 big blinds.
So
if he made the fold.
I might call you down with the worst hand.
But I would have taken more time there on the turn, knowing what's likely to come on the river.
Agreed. It's you have to think about the river spot, especially when he goes so big on the turn. He went almost 2/3 pot on the turn. He's really just trying to protect his equity and get an inverse ace king or ace queen, which is what he thought he was up
I thought it was
against.
him. I'm sorry.
Great run, TM. Nice
I
hand,
think we should
JuJu.
blind him
Well
out for 10
played.
times. Just 10 times. Just 10 times. Not too many.
Sorry about that, but I thought I was your...
We just need to do it a little bit, not
I
a
see
whole lot.
Phoenix Kid in chat. How you doing? Had a great summer, I noticed.
He's coming to the lodge in a couple weeks.
Mixon is in chat. Sorry, Mixon. We tried to come back from break, and you'd already busted. Didn't know what happened to you, Mixon. Great run, though.
4.3.
The ladies for Blue Man Group Joe makes it 4.3. Playing around with his chip stack, just toying with everybody. 70 million chips. Back to Steve. Pocket pair and a short stack.
Steve now the shortest, going to make a decision for his tournament life here. Can't just
He's the
call.
fish.
You're not in the blind, so it's.
So it's either all in or fold, and he's going to take the lesser.
I'm probably going to have aces.
Great decision,
what are you doing,
Steve.
man?
Saved your tournament life.
See on the stream, you're not going to get to see it. I'm gonna...
He was the
Rather be the one
non-believer
shoving
on
with
this
the
one.
sixes than
Yes,
calling
yeah.
it off.
Agreed.
And you know, if you
Those are-
shove the sixes there, it's never getting through once Joe goes with that sizing
folding
and all those
out of time.
chips. So he makes the correct laydown.
And
Look
I
at the
did
new
it.
plaques in
And
play.
you did it. God.
5
You go
million
stand in the corner with the hat on. That
plaques.
You go to timeout.
Kneel and time out.
Put your hands up.
Timeout, sir.
No.
Is it cotton candies or what?
We got to call that like a cotton candy bar. Looks like a candy bar.
It does.
Why did you do it next time, like right now? We can't. That's impossible.
Oh, that would have been so bad.
When's the last time you had some cotton candy, Rick?
A couple years ago.
Fenway Park?
No, underrated. Probably at a circus.
State fair.
State fair.
You probably had it on your couch in your tidy whities. Don't lie to us.
Sit out like that.
Ace 5.
Nothing, right?
Mauro.
You need one hand.
One hand.
Slick Rick's
Imagine if
private
the ace
stock.
didn't get it right now, right?
That's the only thing I'm worried about.
So we can't vote on it, huh? We can vote. Okay, you can.
If I want to sit out, I'm just gonna keep on folding out of hand, out of turn.
Buddy.
I like that Lego. A Wonka bar. We could possibly use that one.
Chicken.
Aren't those chocolate, though?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like chocolate.
But they were blue wrappers.
Oh, let's see here.
Slick Rick, Skull Mike, and our special guest,
Nasty Nate Kogan.
Nate, the tournament crusher Kogel. We're going to look forward to getting great insight from him. You've been known to give a little stare down. Your stare is vicious.
I've been told. It scares people, intimidates people.
I won't. Do you remember
Maybe
that
gets
one?
people to crack a smile.
Said 1,500. Level
Got to make people squirm, Rick.
Still learning the tournament game. I want to be like you at Skull.
Yeah, that's one of the best
First, I didn't even know what
stares
she was trying to say.
around,
I'm like, what are you
not
doing?
just at the
What
lodge,
did I
in
do wrong?
poker. I think I put Nate's stare up there with Foxen and Chidwick. It's the real deal.
My man.
It worked out. I called.
Yeah.
Josh in the cutoff with 5-6 offsuit.
1.5. 5 folds. 6 folds.
Lucas asking how I did in the tournament. Finished 6th. Thank you, Lucas.
All in.
All in here with
in.
the queens.
Good luck, Colin.
Thank you.
Dano also from the Valley. He and Spider driving together. Spider's already in the car.
That's that.
3.7.
Could have been a bluff.
2,400 and growing already. Watching this final table of the Mega Monster, which started
Why are you looking over here?
about a
Why you
week
got
and a
a
half
big
ago. There were 24 day one flights.
That's why I was scared. That's why I was a little scared.
2 a day, and then on the weekend there were 3. They added a turbo on Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m. both weekends.
Tell you what, those turbos were awesome. Everybody loved them. They liked being in and out, getting the bag done, not staying here till late in the morning,
Race.
the wee hours, so that they could possibly maybe miss out on the next day. Good value. Joshua with the ace jack of hearts here. Gonna open it up. Just opened and got 3-bet.
6 folds.
God, I hope I have a call.
JuJu makes the call there with the ace-7 of spades.
Sizing's a little different for Joshua now.
3 players.
Went min. Hand before he went 2.5x, so people pay attention.
You like JuJu just flatting there in the cutoff with the suited ace? They know that invites Joe into the pot. Would you have preferred a small 3-bet sizing to try and take this pot heads up?
Given Joshua just opened and folded to a 3-bet, I'm probably flatting more here because the hand strength is going to be stronger. Just based off of my perception of Joshua, it looks like he's not going to get super out of line 2 times in a row unless he's on tilt, which I don't know if his mental game is super strong or not. Looks like he's making easy lay down there, but yeah, I think the flat in position is really nice.
I did not have a, obviously.
And Blue Man Group Joe takes another one down. Poobah's in chat. Poobah's actually playing at a tournament. If you ever wanted to play a tournament with the general manager of the lodge,
You got to get here quick because he's probably not going to be in there for too long.
he told me he doubled up. He's fired.
A new Poobah. He's made a day 2 before, though, so I got to give him credit.
He is day 2. Mr. Day 2.
Big Slick Joshua's been picking up some starters, just hasn't been able to convert.
Come on.
3 raises to 1.3.
Doesn't work.
5 folds.
It might work.
He's hoping he gets 3-bet off this bigger sizing again. I don't blame him. I would definitely be going 2.5x here too, especially with Joe in the small. You want to have him calling for more chips out of the blinds. You don't want to give him too good of a price. He will call with any 2 if he feels comfortable. Especially when he senses weakness. Joe is the type of person that will pounce. He will go 3 streets. For instance, last night against Christian, he had 9 high. Went 2 streets, double barrel. All in. Punishment. With the chips that he has. Joe has to go for it here when Joshua checks. Joshua should definitely be c-betting a ton of flops like this, even though Joe flatted from the small. But when he checks, he has to go for it turn. He senses the weakness. He's going to go for it.
Josh not ready to surrender.
A little fed up. He's had a few hands that have not gone his way.
Blue Man Group Joe looking for a jack or an 8.
Josh looks a little nervous here.
Well, you're going up against BMG Joe.
He doesn't want to call a river bet. That's for sure.
Joe with all these chips, don't see him checking down the jack high.
No way. Not without a showdown. Showdown type of hand.
8 bets.
A snap call with the ace.
Love it.
Calls.
Absolutely love it.
Doesn't even wait for a count. It's 4.8 million and the snap with an ace high on a board of 10, 6, 4, 3 deuce that favors the blinds. Josh doesn't care. He's ready to play.
Holy moly, that was quick.
The 1-chip snap disrespect. Didn't even think about it? Does he have a read?
It's not going to be that easy, Josh says.
Said, not today, Joe. This is my spot.
See the tournament clock. The chat is fired up. It's rising close to 2,600. Let's do a little roll call, Rick. What do you think about that?
Yeah, let's do a little roll call. Let us know where you're watching from all
Sound
over
the
the world.
siren. Come on, it's not just roll call. What is it?
Roll call. Let us know where you're watching from all over the world. Hey, Josh just put a line in the sand right there and said, Blue Man Group Joe, not so fast.
Absolutely love it.
Chicago TRS watching from Chicago. That's a shocker. Yoda's watching from a steamy Austin, Texas, 103 degrees. Alabama, Buffalo, California, Denmark. What's up, Denmark?
Philly. Okay. Got them all over the place. All right, I like this.
All over the world, all over the U.S.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the like button.
And Josh starting to turn it up now. Getting a little confident. Just beat Blue Man Group Joe with ace high like a boss.
This is the 4th hand that he's played. He's going to get a little respect now after snapping with the ace high. And his chip stack is growing. He'll show the 10s.
366, right?
Correct.
Jorge from Napa, California, home of wine. Tim from New Hampshire, home of Adam Sandler. Brandon from Victoria.
San Antonio.
T. Da from Djibouti. I just like saying Djibouti. Alan from Dublin, Ireland.
BMG Joe still with a humongous chip lead.
Thank you all for tuning in. Shout out to our friends from Ukraine. Anastasia will be dealing here soon.
Yeah, I can imagine.
She's the pride of Ukraine.
If I were Joe, I would be applying so much pressure on Mauro's button, where we have the small and the big blind, which are our chip leaders, our second and third in chips.
It's gonna bother you.
You want them to be playing out of position as much as possible. I'm talking any two cards here. You don't even have to look at your hand. The reason why is there's so much pressure with that short stack being so short, ICM implications, pay jumps are so important. Everybody's going to be playing pretty snug unless you're in position. So it's a good spot for Joe to just put the gas pedal.
Noise, huh?
There's the dome of our tournament director, Anthony Chester.
Something, and it looks like it's coming from here, but it's actually coming from here because of the way maybe it travels
Yeah.
through air ducts. So it could be the alarm at 120. We gotta check 120.
They are hear a
beeping
light
noise.
beeping noise
Yeah.
that they're trying to figure out where it's coming from.
I think I heard it just now.
I was like,
That's why we shelf was vibrating.
Wow.
That's why he's the maestro.
You're so sharp. Wow.
Thank you, Karen.
That's pretty crazy.
It sounds
Just
that
tuned
sound-
in
where'd
and
that noise
punched
go?
the like button.
Dude, I thought the poker guys were talking to me.
7.5 million.
Josh doesn't want to take a hand off. Suited connector.
Recall.
Not a bad hand to have in position. Definitely one of my favorite hands. Hit a bad beat jackpot with that hand.
Where at?
Poker Bros.
The virtual kind.
The entertainment app. In
Hit-
position.
Heads up. Josh hits middle pair.
7 bets.
I like Dano's sizing here, especially out of position. Gonna really, really make it hard for Joshua to peel with a 6. He has the club in his hand, ace of clubs. If he does get peeled and he does turn equity, it is gonna be bad for Joshua.
Let me tell you about some great things around the corner. The meetup game is coming. It's just a few weeks away. September 4th, that's Labor Day. Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi, Doug Polk will be here. Skull Mike and I will even be playing in this meetup game. We'll do a little splash pots every hour. Come join us. The meetup game, you can sign up and get your name on the list on Poker Atlas right now. There's the payouts, $300,000 up top. Next person's going to walk out of here with $54,000 as we wave goodbye to Final Table Kev and say hello to the pride of Ukraine, Anastasia, our next dealer. Yeah, we'll tell you all about the meetup game throughout the day and also Fall Mayhem. There's the trophy.
The bricks, they look,
Lodge is known for their
blacks
trophies.
look nice.
Little bear claw scratch
I
on there.
love it. I love it.
Blacks. All right.
Those are your nails, right, Rick?
Nice.
How do you know?
They got it all day yesterday.
Pretty.
Yeah. As soon as we have one big series, a few weeks later, we're already looking forward to Fall Mayhem.
Texas poker is just unreal. You gotta love it. Lodge is doing a great job putting on some great events for everyone to come and partake in. Family, friends, professionals, recreationals, everyone can join if you're of age.
Yeah, we'll tell you a little bit about Mayhem. Coming September 5th, the day after the meetup game, September 5th through the 18th, 16 different events, $1.5 million in guarantees, including the main event, $1,200 buy-in. Main event, we've got a seniors event, a ladies event, a tag team event, just to name a few. Check out the website, thelodgepokerclub.com, for more info, or go to Poker Atlas. Plan on getting to the Lodge September 4th for the meetup game, and stay with us
Took a shower
for the Fall Mayhem series.
Went to work. Had the meeting. Went through my emails. Falling asleep everywhere. Driving, falling asleep.
Slick Rick Skull Mike for about 30 more minutes. He's got to bug out of here in about 30, and so happy to have the knowledge of Nate Kogel. We've got a poll up. What's JuJu preparing for? He's got his raincoat on. Nice guy, though.
So we got a raise under the gun here from Mauro with the ace-6 of spades. Joshua with a small 3-bet. BMG Joe with the cold call from the big blind. Said, I'll come along. Mauro as well in this middle of the two chip leaders.
Two pair for Mauro.
This is going to get spicy.
Flush draw.
We've got a nut flush draw from Joe. Top and bottom for Mauro. This is going to get very interesting. Joshua with the opportunity to bet. Going to check. Good check, Mr. Joshua. BMG Joe's definitely going to give himself an opportunity to see the river here. Mauro's definitely going to size it up.
C2 bets 2.4.
I actually like this sizing. Giving Joshua a chance. Make a mistake. Joshua folds. He has position on Joe, which is huge. He's got that look on his face like he wants to dance.
I like the 2 seats presence. Be interesting to see if he could win a couple pots, build that chip stack. He's got a solid stare himself. Looks pretty calm, collected.
Very poised.
And Josh kind of feels a little weak to me, but still, he's not afraid to put the chips in the middle. He lays it down. Pair and the flush draw for Joe.
I think now we're giving Joe a chance to make some mistakes.
Looks like he's just going to carve out calling chips.
I sometimes do this as well. Grab my calling chips and kind of see if I can get some sort of reaction.
The chance corneth?
Absolutely.
Advanced play.
It's not an angle. It's more of just a, let's gather some information.
Oh, no. 2 pair versus 2 pair.
Holy mackerel. Joe might be electing for a check raise here, depending on the sizing from Mauro. Mauro's got to go big. I could see a shove happening here. He wants to make it look as bluffy as possible. Maybe a 3/4, maybe a 9 mil. I think 9 mil looks nice. Looks like he's leaving himself with 12 big blinds, a manageable stack.
4.5.
Little less than that.
He's going to go for the third pot. Thin value. Wants to get called. Joe.
Puts a Wonka bar
Be
in.
safe.
22 million.
Could have lost more.
I had a feeling was that.
Ya lo regañaron, compadre.
And no Spanish on you, we don't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry. They got after his buddy. That's what I'm saying.
That guy's screaming.
Yeah.
English only at the table. Joe a little bit steamed up after losing that pot. Sun running yesterday, and now his chip stack dwindling here on a Monday afternoon in Austin, Texas.
So now there's another player on the table with one of those glorious plaques. Mauro in C2.
I had enough flush draw on the flop with the king.
Could have gone really ugly.
So cool. We're just calling them Wonka bars. They're the 5 million plaques. We don't know if
Yeah, they're both looking.
they're brand new. We've never seen them before. We've never had this many chips in play. With 5,750 entries, you're going to have a ton of chips.
It's a lot of buy-ins.
As we like it. More chips, more fun, right, guys? Think it's good for the game.
It's good for some playability.
Yeah, this tournament was phenomenal. Max Late Reg was 20 big blinds. Plenty of play still. Gives you an opportunity to run up a stack.
Well, this one's the one I've been drinking. It doesn't. Yeah, this is mine over here.
Mauro in position.
Remember Joe just a few minutes ago had 77 million chips. Now he's under 60.
And he's behind on the Jack 10-4 flop.
Not hating it, though.
Now, King to Broadway. Ace or the Queen, also good. No player with any spades.
Big shout out to Sarah Mick, who's watching. Our good friend. There's the call. There's the Queen for Joe. $3.5 mil into a 7.2 million chip pot. About a half-size bet, and we'll take it down.
Sniffed it out. Nice job, Mauro.
So one of the key events coming up in the Fall Mayhem is a $250,000 guarantee $400 buy-in. Day one flight September 8th and 9th at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Day two will be September 10th. That's going to be a tasty little one, much like this tournament, only many, many fewer flights.
What do you think the prize pool will be for that one, Rick, if you had to guess?
Knowing the lodge, we're probably 350.
Oh, I got the over.
Me too.
You're going to say 500?
I got the over. How about we put a little wager on it? I got over 370.
All right.
Deal? Lock it up? Book it?
Lock it up. Standard taco bet.
A lot of blind on blind action.
Yeah, blinds 300, 600, 600. 1.5 million every orbit going in the middle from your stack.
Mauro said I'm not limping this time. I'm going to go bigger on my sizing, especially having a king. It's going to go 3.5x. Force Joshua to play in position and play correctly, which is nice. Now he can use those chips to his advantage. There's a lot of chips out there, guys. 1.2 million. 1.5 million, excuse me, every orbit. Price of poker is getting expensive. Everyone just patiently waiting for the short stack to make a move. Joe trying his best to use his chips to his advantage. We'll see how that continues for him. Steve, probably going to go with this one. He's been patient, and he's all in.
Less than 10 big blinds for Steve.
See what I got.
And JuJu is going to look down at ace-9. Going to have Steve dominated. Makes the call. Steve's going to see the bad news.
Flicks it in. Drawing to 3 outs.
Don't put up
Everyone
all red
hoping
cards.
for a pay jump. Steve hoping for a 7.
Yes.
Anastasia putting out the
That camera,
flop.
it could- yeah,
Penalty.
blocking it.
They love those. They love those here.
Penalties?
Yeah.
Both players with an ace.
And
Steve
a
needs
board
some help.
pair. And that will do it.
Does not come, and Steve's going to be eliminated, and he's going to walk out of here
playing with you.
with a ton of money. 54,134 is what he's going to make. Next pay jump up ahead, 69,444. 3 players are out. We'll be here from start to finish today.
Guys, this is a $400 tournament. Usually these $400 tournaments are getting 40, 50K for first. Steve just got 6th place for 54,000. This is amazing. What a showing. Almost 140 buy-ins. See you at the next one, Steve. Good luck.
Yeah, Steve was a great guy. Loved watching him play last night. Loved playing the 5 deuce. Blue Man Group Joe wakes up with crabs. Five players remain.
Smash that like button, guys. We should be over 500 for sure.
Think about Joe sizing here under the gun with the crabs. 2.1 on a 600 BB.
Ooh, look at that.
Pretty large. Gets the 7s to fold.
This is Joe's first time opening that big. Joshua, wow, flatting in position.
With 6-5 off.
Says he likes his chances. Going with his read.
Apparently he has one.
Got to.
Going after the chip leader.
Not a good flop for Joe. Not a good flop for Joshua either. You can definitely see a c-bet happening here. Excuse me. Joshua with a plan. Let's see what it is. Plan is to evacuate as soon as possible. Joe will take that one down. Gaining a little bit more momentum. Back to 68 million. Still with the chip lead.
Yeah, Joe earned the $5,000 double bag bonus. He came to day 2 with the most chips, and there was a little $5,000 bonus for the chip leader coming into day 2. And I think Blue Man Group Joe had 3.1 million between his 2 bags.
Absolutely amazing, honestly. It's just, I mean, 70 starting stacks in one flight. I mean, that is just amazing to bag that many chips. You should definitely be earning that bonus. Job well done. Going with the 3X on the button. This 3X sizing plus really puts people in awkward spots, especially when they have the middling range that they want to peel with.
Against the chip leader, though, like we said, Joe, who likes to play pots, you got to really size up your opens.
Especially in position, gives you the edge. You're having him play out of position for more chips. It's going to make it a little bit more hasty decisions. Might become more aggressive because there's more chips in the pot. So it's good for you when you're in position. JuJu going to lay it down.
And beat Joe.
Joe back over 70 million in chips.
Hold it, Dex.
What a funny lie.
You got Jack?
We know it's funny.
No.
Oh, I was like,
No,
fuck
he
it.
don't
Yeah,
work
Jack,
not.
they get it all in.
I agree.
We'll see where Joe's at.
I agree.
Would have been a high
I
five
have 2 overcards. I did have air.
spot with jacks.
2 overcards against
You
jacks
had
is
two
not ace
overcards with
deuce.
ace deuce? How's that?
You got airhead. I'm sorry, air. Kidding.
All right, bro. It's war now. For
Yellow card.
Try this again.
JuJu gonna open the 4-3 of
A
diamonds.
little less again. 1.5. 1.3.
Let's make sure I don't have the same card.
BMG Joe. I've seen him flat a lot of stuff from the small blind. Don't see him folding a lot. Very comfortable with his post-flop play. Mauro here. This could be interesting. This is a really good spot for a 3-bet. Especially after JuJu just folded the button. Could easily see Mauro going like 5-6 million and just taking the pot down. Applying pressure to Joe out of position. As he's going to do, 6 million.
Puts
Bye-bye.
his plaque in play. His
Plays-
lone plaque, 3-bet to 6 million.
It's intimidating, right?
It is. You got to use it, right?
Absolutely.
Daniel will be folding. Don't think BMG Joe's going to want to be calling 6 million out of position. A good call by Nasty Nate Kogel.
Going to be really hard for him to play this hand. Unless he just feels Mauro's out of line, but Mauro hasn't gotten out of line all day.
Into the muck.
Joe
Into the
hating
muck.
it.
Not strong enough.
There it goes. Great job, Mauro, picking up those dead monies.
Getting punished over here, man.
Fall Mayhem main event, $1 million guarantee, $1,200 buy-in, September 13th through the 18th.
That wasn't me, I
Remember,
swear. Usually they look at the fact
The
that
Phoenix Kid
We all heard the table crack right now.
won
Right?
$227,000 last
It wasn't my neck crack.
last year. There's the Phoenix Kid. We gave him his nickname. It's kind of stuck.
I just think that was all you.
You know he broke up with his girlfriend, right, Rick?
No,
Phoenix Kid.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She's still in that photo. It's a good photo.
Yeah, I mean, don't change the past. You don't cut people out of pictures. Some people do.
You weren't that type when you broke up with one of your ex-girlfriends? You just burned all the photos?
I'm not Taylor Swift.
First line raise. 3.6.
3.6 from Josh with ace, 8-deuce offsuit in the big blind. Gotta love him.
Taking advantage of the limp. Absolutely love it. Especially with the bottom of your range where you're not really going to be flopping a lot of equity with the 8-deuce or the 7-3s.
Iron Mike Brady is in chat. How you doing, Mike Brady?
BMG Joe still the chip leader, 69 million.
Dano on the ropes with 21 bigs. Still a lot of chips.
Me, right?
Brady asking who's everybody rooting for, and if he's asking me in particular, I gotta say, I'm rooting for the home team favorite there, Mr. LA Kings, Mr. Black Gloves, Mr. Orange Glasses, Mr. World Series of Poker champion, BMG Joe. Gonna be opening here on the cutoff with the Queen 8 of Diamonds.
1.7.
Like we said last night, BMG Joe is just having a phenomenal year. Had a few seconds, bracelet win, in a massive field.
Yeah, 7,000.
In another massive field again.
Yeah.
Just showing out. This is just amazing. Shows that pure aggression really pays off sometimes.
Just crossed the 3,000 marker in the live chat. Chat is absolutely fantastic today. 540 likes. Let's get over to the 1,000 marker sooner rather than later.
Come on, guys and girls.
And we did cross over 138,000 subscribers. We can get to 150 by the end of the year, jumping out of an airplane with a parachute.
Wow.
That may or may not work.
Are you going to land in a whipped cream bath?
Either way, it'll go viral. Success or no success.
I want to see that. I want to see that. Guys, please make it happen.
Pocket fives for Joe. Raises to 1.5 billion. And Mauro, the stoic one.
Hands under the table. No reads off me.
Shades of
like it.
Bonomo.
JuJu with a really, really good hand here. Could see him 3-betting, and he's definitely going to go for it.
4.7. 4.7.
Loving the ace-jack. It's the same hand that he felt the TM with early on in the stream. 4.7 is the price.
I think he could have gone a lot bigger here, or should have. This is going to lay a phenomenal price for Joe and Mauro to complete, especially with JuJu being out of position. Joe's going to find a call here pretty easily. And then Mauro is going to come along getting a great price as well. We've seen Joe cut out the calling chips and throw them in there. Getting a phenomenal price.
Raise.
Whoa. Whoa.
Reaching for 2 plaques. 5 million each.
He said, "You're not squeezing me out." JuJu with a decision. This is going to get spicy. It's very interesting because now he might find a way to put it in. Let's see how much fold equity he may have. Joe made it big. Those candy canes.
Joe under the gun. Opens. The 6 is flat. The 3-bet here from the ace-jack from the small. And then the 4-bet to 16.7 and takes it down.
Love it.
Power of the chip leader.
I think he's about at the highest he's ever been right now with 78.6 million. Has not crossed the 80 million mark today. There's Mickey, the game host, in the back. Anastasia in the box.
Rick, I'm going to leave it to you and Mr. Nasty Nate.
Safe travels to Skull
I will
Mike.
be following along with everybody else. I smashed my like button before I go. Wish all these players the best, and I will see you soon.
Safe
All
travels.
right. There he is. Skull Mike.
I should give him change, huh?
Yeah.
Saw that ace?
Yeah, God,
Yeah.
that's a good move right there, man.
Fuck. Why do you guys see that? Gosh, I'll take it.
5 players remain.
Play it up,
Next
right?
payout, 69,000 as they work their way up
If
to
she did it, Magic
300
expect her again.
grand.
Damn. Maybe I got 2 of them. Let me see.
There you go. Yeah, I'll take one of them.
Race.
C3 raise. 1.5. 5 calls.
JuJu with some Broadway cards. Makes the call. Dano with the same Broadway cards.
This would have been a really nice spot for Dano. He's given an opportunity for Joe to come along. Could have squeezed. I think an election for squeeze would have been better. But we're going to see a flop going 4 ways.
7 shots.
Be a little awkward for Dano here in small. He's going to check. Joe checks. Can see Joshua c-betting for sure.
3 bets.
Just going to take it down. Not just yet. Okay.
So we say goodbye to Skull Mike. If you want to play on the Lodge live stream, a couple ways you can do it. You can make a final table like this one when we stream tournaments. Or cash games, reach out to Skull via Instagram or Twitter at Skull Mike Poker. Send him a message. Let him know when you're coming to town. Or you can go on to our website, thelodgepokerclub.com/livestream. Fill out that questionnaire. Skull Mike will get back in touch with you if you give him a few dates that you're coming in town. There's the payouts, 300 grand up top.
Dang.
Do we
Saw
know
that, huh?
any of the other
missed.
opponents at the
Caught it right
table's
in between the
biggest
chips.
cashes?
No, I had a little interview with each one of them and asked for their highlights of, their poker highlight, but didn't get many players mentioning their cashes.
C8, 1.8. 2-4.
Blue Man Group Joe takes that one down. During the breaks today, we will hear from a recording message from Doug and Brad, who also may play you a video or two from some stream highlights that we've had over the last several months.
This is great. I just looked up Joshua, and he is having a all-time new score. Biggest score before that was 3,000. This is 20 times that.
Yeah.
For Joshua. So the pressure could be on. This is exciting.
Yeah, several of the players I asked, what is your highlight of your poker career? And several of them mentioned it's today. It's
absolutely.
It's this tournament is my highlight. There you see the clock. It looks like we've got about 2 minutes before we go on a 15-minute break. During that break, once again, we'll hear from, I think the first break we'll hear from Doug talking about the Mayhem series coming up. Then we'll run a video. The plan today is we will interview the winner of this tournament at the end of the stream.
This is Mauro's biggest cash as well. Gentleman doing a great job.
Thank you, Toby, for that comment. Appreciate all the positive comments, folks. If you've never watched us before, we are on 4 times a week. The Lodge live stream, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We kick off most of the time 3 p.m. Central. That's the regular schedule. Mainly cash games, but we'll mix in a few tournaments each month. We'll also mix in Doug Polk's Heads Up Challenge, as 4 players have already come to town and played against Doug, and we anticipate more in the fall. And, of course, any of our series, Mayhem series, Lodge Championship series, those events will stream a lot of those tournaments as well. Sailboats for Josh raises to 1.5. Dano with the attractive 5-6 suited.
Definitely going to come along here for a good price. Already invested 600 in the big blind, getting about 3-1 on a call. Not the flop he was looking for. I could see this one just going check, c-bet, and fold. But we get a check, check. Dano sensing the weakness, going for it. leaving it all out there. I really like this.
Same.
And we are going to take a little break. We'll take it with them. But, folks,
Yeah.
before we do, I want to tell you about a few things.
Take off this mic or have
As we see the chip count, BMG Joe started the day at 73 million, kicked it up to 77 million. 3 players who started with us exited during this few levels. And let's talk a little bit about the meetup game coming up September 4th. You're not going to want to miss it. Brado and Andrew Nemi, Doug Polk will all be in attendance. We'll leave seat 5 open and some cash tables throughout the room, and they'll funnel through. Skull and I will also be there, and a few others. So check that out. I think every hour, last time we did merchandise splash pots. It's just a ton of fun. Whenever we have Brad, Andrew, and Doug in the room, always a ton of fun. And that leads into the Fall Mayhem Series, $1.5 million in guarantees, 16 events, September 5th through the 18th. One of the events is a $250,000 guarantee, $400 buy-in. You want to check that one out. We also feature the main event, $1,200 buy-in, $1 million guarantee happening during the Mayhem Series. We'll have a seniors event, a tag team event, a ladies event, all sorts of fun and great stuff. You're not going to want to miss it. Get to town. September in Austin is fun, but it's busy. So I would recommend looking and getting a hotel sooner rather than later. September is always a fun time in the Austin area. Get here to the Lodge. And while we're at it, why don't we hear from Doug Polk talking about the Fall Mayhem.
What's up, guys? Doug Polk here, and today I want to introduce you to Dion. He won $267,000 in the last Millionaire Mayhem main event at the Lodge Card Club. Think you have what it takes? Be like Dion and come battle for big prizes at the upcoming Fall Mayhem Series. It's happening from September 5th to 18th and features 16 plus tournaments with over $1.5 million in guaranteed prizes. Check out the schedule now for this annual poker tournament series by going over to thelodgepokerclub.com. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys at the Lodge.
Thank you, Doug, for that info about the Fall Mayhem Series. And we still got 12 minutes on the break. Let's watch a little video when Masato came to town. Some key clips from when he was here.
So it's play money poker? Yeah, I mean, it's good in terms of like establishing, the rules.
Driver with suited Broadway cards.
What is there age limit? Anyone can play, yeah.
Will raise to 60. Bash comes along and will re-raise.
Regular scheduled purchase.
6-7 at diamonds to 200.
Trade in stuff for like prizes.
Pocket nines for Jim. The Gretzky hand.
But actually, some of people do like kind of satellite for their like WSOP or WPT or something like that. I think it's kind of like semi-legal. I mean, it's still illegal, but.
So we'll go 3 ways to a flop. Horseshoe Phil will give us 3.
Okay, makes sense.
Oh, it is yours.
Oh my goodness. Boat for Jim.
Like ultimately Starbucks.
Open and it's straight flush.
I didn't know that, but
for Bash.
You just know what you like.
Yeah.
Driver. Needs a lot of help.
Surprise.
Flop boat for Jim.
Flop as well.
7 bets, 275.
Anybody want Starbucks? I think this is
Bash continues
ice caramel macchiato
with a bet at 275. Over to Jim, hand on shoulder.
In the fridge, there's a fridge right there, like on the other side.
Oh, okay. Is this fridge you said? Yeah.
Right behind the door, yes. Like right behind it.
Skull Mike must be in his car right now. hoping for the 10 of diamonds. Incoming raise.
850 is the raise.
850 is now the bet. Driver quickly gets out of the way.
Raise.
All in. Here we go, folks.
Whatever you'd like to do again, brother.
All in on the call. All in on the call.
We do it once. 6, 7 of diamonds. Once this time? We can do whatever you want. Oh, we're dead? Yeah. Oh, I have straight flush outs.
Looking for the 5 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds is already accounted for,
For what it's
folks.
worth, I don't have a 5 or a 10. Diamonds.
All in call.
I feel like
5 of diamonds?
Take a YouTube clip.
Yeah, I was here. I was like, this is gonna make it big.
Knocking your shit.
It's like clearly
Horseshoe
live,
Phil.
it makes a noise.
All right, let's see something crazy.
Looking for the 5 of diamonds. The 5 of diamonds! The straight flush! Oh my God!
Dude, our reactions are gonna be.
The table
Here comes the YouTube clip.
goes wild, except for Jim.
Everyone say hi in the chat. All of our.
There's the smile. There's the one-outer. We had 2 one-outers on Monday. 1 one-outer today.
Wait, all of our faces. Like it was coming. Oh my God. I've been close so much, I just knew it was coming. Like,
Jim looks like he saw a ghost.
Yeah, no joke.
Imagine sweating the nuts.
A ghost wearing the 5 of diamonds on his back.
imagine like the Lodge marketing team is like, let that cooler come. We need a good clip.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you guys moved here from somewhere, or?
I've always been from Texas.
Yeah, I think I've been in Texas.
Oh, Houston.
I was in Dallas.
Dallas.
So, dude, I went to 13 different schools growing up.
What?
13 different schools.
Amazing, you're normal.
So why Austin?
Sorry, no. It was 9 different schools in 13 years.
986 Rainbow
13 years.
6 checks.
flopping.
We were just moving around for a better job.
The straight is driver.
We were just all over the place.
So what?
And Jaywin hits a higher straight.
The traffic is one that it's a lot better here. I know it's like bad on 35, but it's a lot better here than what Houston is.
Okay,
that's one. But they also have like the social scenes are a lot better. So you have a lot of music out here. You have a lot of good businesses. The tech industry has moved out here, so we have like Amazon and.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah. A lot of them have put like headquarters out here.
Okay.
Jaywin with the half hoodie.
This area is just like. The state of Texas has done a really good job.
Gonna raise to 500.
People to move here.
Okay.
A lot of businesses have decided to uproot and come here. And
4Q.
It's
Looking for a gut shot. He'll get rid of it, but driver.
Infrastructure is not the best.
There's no way he can leave.
Influx of people that we've had.
He's contemplating a raise.
The weather's nice, although it keeps changing like every day.
Be schizophrenic tomorrow.
No, I know. I don't know what to wear. Like,
I keep everything in my garbage truck.
Yeah.
Everything. From shorts to.
These two play a lot of poker together, and he's going to ship it. Why wouldn't you? You got a straight, quick call with the nuts from Jaywin.
Let's turn them up.
They could run it 100 times.
Wow.
That's a cooler.
I was worried about that. What's up when you had queens?
wow. If the 9 of diamonds hits the river, that'd be good. Draw to a miss deal.
It's funny you say that because like when I say it, people are like, "You're an idiot." I'm like, it's a fucking joke.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
What are you gonna do?
Jaywin.
Crazy.
Straight got higher there.
Diamond turn.
Didn't need anything.
Yeah.
And he's going to stack driver, his buddy.
Here.
Only if he brings skincare products for Jaywin. know what you were saying you needed from him earlier?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I've been wanting to get a nighttime face routine, skincare routine. Pierre out of nowhere. Oh, I got some products for you. I'll send you a link.
Ace, king, and queens.
Got the links.
What are you guys talking about dinner?
You tired?
Boo. Why not?
Boo. Why not?
I'm home in 2 days. My lady has been home in 4 days.
Yeah.
Now I gotta put some home time in.
Somehow everybody's trapping in this hand.
Dangerous to you on downtown.
Is that going on now?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I'm going the back way home.
Thank you. I'm a JT.
It's a 2-block walk
Yeah,
for me.
you gotta get in there. Sounds nice though. I am pretty hungry.
Where are you going, Mike?
Where am I gonna go? I'm probably gonna go home after the stream.
No. Where are you going?
I was in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah,
For what?
it's like 2 hours away. I went yesterday.
Budget Chicken, thanks for the super chat.
It's so for what?
I had a meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
First
Here,
here.
Pierre. Make us proud.
Hello.
Pierre.
Pierre, the 4th best player from Italy, is entering the studio.
Okay. What is a
Making his 74th appearance on the Lodge live stream. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds right.
Should start counting.
We should.
This guy have 8,000.
Good count from the
There's the
the
straight
launch.
for Jaywin. How good is he running right now?
Wow.
Like 9.
No player with any clubs.
It's huge. 9,000 US dollars.
Jaywin's still going to go for a little bit of value. Rightfully so. Tough spot here for Bash. Gross run out indeed. Lays it down.
Nice hand.
Aaron Barch grilling some feta stuffed burgers. Nice, Aaron.
That sounds pretty good.
All right. I think there's going to be a winner
300.
in this round.
Nine three of hearts. T1000 has that smirk on his face. You saw that smirk, right? It wasn't just
did.
me.
I saw it.
Ace 4 of hearts for Bash. Only sitting on 2,000. T1000 has him way covered. And we have hearts
Oh, my goodness.
on this flop. And a pair for T1000. That's all he needs when he gets spicy pre-flop with a 9-3 of hearts and sees the 10-8-3 two-hard board. You know he's not going anywhere, nor is Bash. Hand number 120, gonna be...
Folks, we are just a little over a minute away from the players making their way back to the table. 5 remain. Mega Monster, final table. Give you a breakdown of the tournament. 24 day one flights. It was a $400 buy-in. And 5,750 entries over the course of the 24 flights. Each flight you bagged when the top 5% were reached. So if it was a 300-person flight, 15 would bag. Key to this tournament, though, is you could bag more than once. If you bag twice, you could combine both your 2 best bags and bring them with you to day 2. Chip leader coming into day 2 was Blue Man Group Joe with over 3.1 million. He received a $5,000 bonus. For being the chip leader coming into day 2. If you bagged a third time, you got a bag bonus. For every bag you bagged after that, you could take your top 2 bags and bring them with you. There's your chip counts. It's the largest number of people ever to enter one single tournament here at the Lodge. 246 players came back for day 2 yesterday. A min cash of 1861, working their way up all the way to the top prize of $300,000.
Yeah.
28 people double bagged, 1 person triple bagged, and 1 person fired 29 bullets in this tournament. The Gretzky hand for Mauro, first hand back after the break. We had over 3,000 watching at one point after when we went to break. We lost a few, but I'm sure they'll be coming back once the break is over. Slick Rick and Nate Kogel will be in here in a minute. We had Skull Mike on for a few. Mauro's going to win hand number 35 and increase his stack to 37.1 mil. I want to say hello to each and every one of you in chat. Thank you so much. You mean a lot to our stream. 138,000 subscribers and growing. We're on 4 times a week, and we promise you one thing. We're going to have some fun along the way, not take ourselves too serious, and we're going to bring it strong to you each and every show. JuJu 6'7" suited.
1.6.
The snowman for Blue Man Group Joe, and he raises it on up to 5.6 million. I'm going to take it down. Yeah, I believe if you multiply 5750 by $400 buy-in, you get a little bit more than $56,000. We guaranteed $1 million in this tournament. That was the guarantee. Ultimate prize pool was 1.9 million. Almost doubled the guarantee for this tournament. Top pair for Josh here. Those candy cane chips he just put out there, 1 million each. 3 million is the bet. We'll go over chip values here in a second after this hand. Two pair now for Josh. Little open ender for BMG Joe. Josh is going to make it 4 million. There's the call with one of those plaques. That's a 5 million chip plaque. And Joe hits an ace on the river. And he's going to fire out here. Looks like 8 million.
I'm going to slow roll you from now on, okay?
All right.
All right.
There's
Fair,
the
right?
call.
I wasn't trying to slow roll you.
You did.
I thought he had a straight there. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker hit a straight. And I was like, no, he's missing a 5. No, I wasn't trying to slow roll you.
Yeah, you got a confused look on your face. I believe you.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude. Did you really have a straight?
No, I thought he had a straight too. I thought you like showed it. Like I don't even know.
I really thought you.
I thought he had a straight.
8 million.
Yeah.
Quick call from Josh. Blue Man Group Joe thought he might have been slow rolled there, but Josh was looking for the straight. Thought Blue Man Group Joe might have had it. Josh with the aces starting to heat up.
Oh,
Shows the aces.
Nice. Queen 3 off.
Damn.
What a sweet hand.
Picks up the big blind. We are at 400, 800, 800. 2 million chips going in the middle, every orbit. 5 players remain. Yeah, there was nothing to that hand with Blue Man Group Joe and Josh. As far as anything malicious done with slow roll, it wasn't the case. Simple mistake. JuJu and Dano will play a pot together. They haven't played too many pots together. Open ender for JuJu. But it's Dano who's going to fire out. Dano looking for a 4, 5, or 6 now. Or a bet that forces a fold. Bets 2.5 million. There's the call from JuJu. See what Dano does here. And it goes check, check, and queen high is going to take it down. Dano says, I might have been able to steal that on the river with firing another bullet. 10 million chip pot goes to JuJu. Francisco Rios Vallejo says, here to support Mauro, the King of Mexico. There's chip counts. Josh now in the neighborhood of Blue Man Group Joe. No one's even been in the neighborhood today, but Josh is now at over 50 million chips.
Your call. Your call.
Poppy is in chat. How you doing, Poppy? The great Joey Ingram. Got to get you back down to the lodge, Joey. Anytime you want to come, you know you have a spot here in the bunker. Joey Jackets, as I call him. Man came to town for 2 weeks, had a different jacket every day. Joey Jackets. Anastasia is about to deal her last hand, as I just saw Lisa walk behind her as we welcome back Nate Kogel, who's been my broadcast partner today, along with Skull Mike earlier.
Hello, hello. What did I miss?
Blue Man Group Joe lost a few chips. Josh is in his neighborhood now. King 7 flop here. Both players whiff on this flop.
Mauro in position. Ace high. Backdoor diamond. Looking pretty spicy for him. Joe, not willing to give it up.
There's the ace for Mauro on the river. Let's see if Joe fires again. Looks like he is reaching for a plaque. 5 million. 5.8 million. There's the call from Mauro. And for the first time in a long time, Blue Man Group Joe is no longer the chip leader, as both Mauro and Josh pass him by, and we've got a final table. As we see Lisa will take the seat. Lisa, a longtime dealer at the lodge, one of our best ones. She's back on the stream. Costa Rica Jack, yes, there will be a meetup game. September the 4th, that's Labor Day. Brad Owen, Andrew Nemi, Doug Polk will all be in attendance. It's always fun when they're in the room. Skull Mike and I and others will all funnel through seat 5 on the cash tables. So you get to play with everybody. We'll probably have some merchandise splash pots like we did last time. It's always great fun. September 4th, the day before Fall Mayhem starts, we'll kick it off with another meetup game.
We're going to be doing any pies in the face this time?
That was fun.
That was fun. Joe just going for it. He's been known to just have that natural aggression, especially with the short stack ICM. I don't blame him for going for it. Balls to the wall. Sometimes you have to pump the brakes a little bit. Gotta learn that myself.
Josh and Blue Man Group Joe almost with identical chip stacks.
I wanted to fire one more bullet at you.
Huh?
I wanted to fire one more bullet at you.
I'm snap calling, bro.
I had to pretty much put my whole stack here like bluff, so.
Worked.
It would have worked, but I'm gonna pee my pants.
Huh?
I'm Might have had to play the rest of the stream with the wet pants.
You're like, I gotta go.
Check to the river. And Josh has had Blue Man Group Joe's number right now. He's going to show the jack. And Blue Man Group Joe is down to about 43 million. Since we've come back from break, he's lost about 34 million chips, almost half his chips. I think we took a break at hand number 34. We're on hand number 43 right now.
43 hands, and we're down to 5. This is amazing. It's going really quick. Joshua picking up a ton of momentum. This is big for him. Putting Joe in a corner to tighten up. Mauro going to apply the pressure on Joshua and JuJu in position. Definitely a good decision. I think it's going to be really hard for these guys to get out of line, especially with Don so short.
Skull Mike in chat says Blue Man Group Joe needs to reset right now. When you're in a situation like that, Nate, in a tournament, deep into a tournament, and you're finding yourself hemorrhaging chips, what are your thoughts?
I like to take some deep breaths, take a step away from the table, stretch it out, recalibrate, understand if I play fast,
No, it's not.
I'm becoming the fish,
Doesn't really matter.
and
I
not
don't
the
think
pro
so.
that I should be, and understanding that mental
Changes on
game
that
is
side of the
one of the
table.
biggest, most important aspects of poker. Just takes so much mental stability to take those beats and still play your A game. So taking a step away from the table is always good to recalibrate that mindset. Taking a few deep breaths, understanding everything's okay, play your stack from here on out, know your stack depths, go from there. Poker's such a great game. It shows you a lot about your emotions and how you can adapt. It's like being in the wild, you know?
Lodge is packed again here on a Monday afternoon. I saw Cinnabon out there playing with Pierre and Jay Win. It's just like an old stream game.
Shaggy says 5-handed makes it difficult to reset. You know, it's always good, even though if you miss an orbit, it's okay. It's just chips. I know it's, it's a little important, but you know what? It's more important to take a break than to snowball a bad decision.
All in from Dano here for his tournament life.
5, 6, 6 big blinds. 7 big blinds. This is going to be a call for Joe. Especially with the Jack 8 suited.
Nice hand.
Loving his equity versus that hand.
Thank you.
For Dano's tournament life from the Rio Grande Valley down in South Texas.
Gonna need a king or a 4 to stay alive.
There's the 8 for Joe. Dano looks down and says, this might be the end for me. Needs some help. Does not get it. And Dano is going to exit in 5th place.
Phenomenal run, buddy. Great
Going
job.
to make $69,444.
Good run. Good run.
6944. My man, taking a great payday. Nice weekend of work. Go on a vacation.
Biggest payday, poker payday of his life. Congratulations, Dano.
Playing your game.
Everybody's guaranteed 88,000 now. This is
Joe needs to bluff it off.
It's getting very, very, very spicy.
You're not in on the hand.
Pay jumps are about to get really big. I think the next pay jump is 45K.
Yeah.
This is why right here.
It's 110 buy-ins, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of money. Joe feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, back to 48 million. Mauro with the ladies and almost the exact amount of chips as Joe has. We'll be here from start to finish whenever it ends. We'll interview the winner at the end of the stream. Reaching for a plaque, that's 5 million. Gonna make it, looks like 7 million. And Joe quickly calls with King 6 suited.
It's called the Albert Chuns, Rick. It's my favorite hand. Oh, my goodness.
A
oh
boat
my goodness.
versus trips.
This is going to get very costly for Joe.
Oh my goodness.
How's Mauro going to play this? Is he going to check? I think a really small bet would definitely tell the story, but a check does as well, because he knows that Joe is very sticky, so a bet would definitely be something I would be going for, especially that sizing. It's perfect.
Just 2.5 million.
Just keeping the bluffs in Joe's range is so important here, and Joe's just going to play it like he has a draw, and Mauro is loving life, counting his chickens.
Third spade out there.
It's going to slow it down just a little bit for Joe. He might have been going for a check raise on the turn, but now probably just going to check call.
Pot already at 19.8 million. And it
Mauro
goes
with
check,
the check. Could
Let's see
never
what Joe
see
does.
Joe checking here. He has to think he has the best hand.
Looks like 12 million.
Wow.
It's either 12 or 17. I don't
It
know.
is
Yes,
12.
12.
Mauro double checking again. Shuffling chips, very comfortable, confident. This is going to get scary for Joe. He's not going to like what he sees. Mauro going to take a little bit of time and go all in. He's got to show some face here. Look a little worried. Maybe look a little serious. Try and give off some weak tells. Let me count out my stack. See how much I have if I call. All right. This raise looks way stronger than an all-in, in my opinion.
Lisa's going to count out the raise.
It's like 34 million, but I can't. It's definitely an awkward spot. I could definitely see Joe folding this. It just looks so strong. But this is the thing. Joe has been getting hit over the head, been hemorrhaging some chips, so it could be kind of hard to do this in game to make a laydown like this. Let's see.
Looks like
29?
30 million? Let's see what the raise was.
30.
30 million.
Oof.
Leaving him just 9 million behind.
Wow.
What a vicious flop this was. There's the call.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. The largest pot of the tournament. 79.8 million.
Nice hand. Thanks.
Nice hand.
Wow.
Played very well by Mauro. What a flop, Nate.
John dead.
Absolute max value. Well, not absolute max, but definitely putting Joe on the ropes. This is just extreme cooler situation.
Blue Man Group Joe, now the short stack, just 12 big blinds. Mauro, the chip leader.
Man.
Yeah.
111 big blinds.
Mauro came in 7 of 8, right?
I believe so. Let me check my stats. He came in with 10.5 million chips. And
it's either 6 of 8 or 7 of 8. Either way, he is chip leader now with all the momentum.
Yeah.
This is looking very, very good for Mauro. Joe looking for some value to recuperate his losses. JuJu with the 3.5x does not want to go broke before Joe has made his stance.
Big shout out to Efan, who's in chat. Efan made a deep run in this tournament. Congratulations, Efan. Doesn't play many tournaments, but made a very deep run in this one.
It just helps when you're getting cooler situations like that, Rick, where chip leader versus chip leader gets cooler. I mean, it's just crazy.
All in. Joe with the Cowboys.
Good luck, all in.
Joe.
Going to pick up the blinds, which a couple million chips. Blinds are 400, 800, 800.
2 million in the middle.
$3.2 thousand folks watching the live stream. If you could do us a favor, if you're having fun today, enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up. It helps spread the word about our stream, and we definitely appreciate it. Also, consider subscribing to our channel. We're on 4 times a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. Cash games, tournament games, Doug Polk Heads Up Challenge, PLO every now and then. We do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and have some fun along the way.
Mauro keeping up the aggression, adding to his chip lead. Definitely the second most knowledgeable player at the table. Joe has the most volume that I've seen. I've checked his Hendon. He's definitely up there. Mauro is right behind. And now the chip leader trying to close.
Latif Amigo, thank you for that comment. Appreciate it, bud. Joshua was very active before the break. It's quieted down. JuJu with 19 million. Thank you, Karen.
All in.
All in for Mauro.
Love it. Pressure. Joe's short. JuJu, he knows JuJu's willing to fold. It's a great spot. Don't want to peel these situations either because being chip leader, you want to apply as much pressure as possible, especially with how many chips he has. He can take a loss if JuJu called.
That's exactly right.
And won the hand, so it's
you'll find out in 30 minutes.
It's good to apply as much pressure as possible here. The pay jump is so high, especially for somebody that's not as experienced at being in this position. Mauro is showing his tenacity and going for it, and it is paying off.
Yeah, the difference between fourth and third is about $45,000.
That's a yearly salary for somebody.
Yeah.
All in?
All in for Joe, the short stack, 9.6 million. Ace 8.
With that shit, dude.
I want you to call.
And he's going to pick up
I really want you to call.
some more blinds.
That's all I've been getting. Is fucking all low cards.
That's all right, Joshua. You're doing just fine. Just enjoy yourself. Tensions are high, though. Mauro going to continue putting the lead foot on the gas pedal.
Raise from Joshua with ace queen offsuit and about 52 million chips. He's second in chips.
Interesting sizing here. Extremely small. I think he messed up. Joshua breathing heavily. Very small sizing. He notices that he didn't make it much. I think he meant to grab more. This is at minimum a call. We're getting raising chips out.
Those plaques, 5 million each.
Because Joshua made it so small, Mauro is feeling that he misclicked and made a mistake.
Plaques in play. 21.6 million in the skillet. Lisa gives us 3. Ace high board. Josh hits it.
Joshua in a lead here. Very small. Quarter pot. Mauro going to call in position. I don't blame him, getting a great price. Joshua going to protect here. Don't see him checking a lot. Oh, baby. Getting tricky, I see. Might be a little worried. We'll see on this turn what Mauro does.
$9.5 million is the bet.
Very awkward. Because now Joshua's getting a great price. Mauro repping the king here.
Mauro needs a 3-ball corner pocket.
Or he can, if he has a spade river, this could be a good bluff river for
my
Mauro.
goodness.
Mauro's going to go for it. He's not checking this river. At this point, he's gone so far with the hand. Oh.
Goes check, check. Josh is going to win a 50 million chip pot.
You're supposed to bet there.
I know.
Oh, he was calling, I
I
guess.
just calling all in. I said, fuck it.
Okay.
You got
There you go.
a set.
Good check.
Hooked anyway, so fuck it.
Fuck it announced.
Josh told him he was calling regardless.
He said he's happy with his 88K. He's going for it now. Joshua
now
with the chip lead.
Chip lead.
Look at him go. Congrats, Joshua.
Josh from a tiny town in central Texas called Brady. in the hill country.
Good luck, Colin.
All in from JuJu. Ace 4 suited. Next blind levels will be 500, 100, 500, 1 million, 1 million, 2.5 million every orbit next level in about 4.5 minutes. Closing in on 4,000 people watching us right now. Appreciate y'all joining us.
Not too far from 1,000 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit the like button. While you're here, join the party. Smash it. These guys are battling it out for 300,000 and their biggest payday for a few of them.
I think the table's going to tilt that way.
So you see the payouts. First, we'll see that 300,000 for first, 196 second, 134, and then 88,000. Mayhem just around the corner, September 5th through the 18th. You're going to want to make a point to get here. 16 events, 1.5 million, an all-in moment with some Broadway cards for Blue Man Group Joe.
You got overs on me. Can't beat you. It's blinding me up. Every big blind, just ship it that way.
Was playing in the lodge about a week and a half ago. Blue Man Group Joe on one table, and his back was turned to Jay Lockett at another table here at the lodge. Both winners of a bracelet at this year's WSOP. Sitting back to back at the lodge.
Coveted bracelet. Gosh, everybody wants one of those, huh? Good to finally attain something like that. Piece of hardware. These guys are playing for a trophy themselves. And lots of cash. Mauro keeping up the aggression. JuJu, he's starting to get below 20 big blinds. This is going to get interesting for both the short stacks. They're both fighting it out for next spot. At this point, when you get to these stacks, that's what you're doing. You're still playing to win, but you have to be careful.
I love that. Joey Ingram says, I care more about lodge titles than bracelets.
My man.
Joey is locked in.
Well, I got four lodge titles, so I guess I'm legend.
You are a legend here. You got more pictures on the wall than anybody, it seems like.
Lodges. I love how they started that. It's just great.
The Ducks for JuJu. Decides this is not where he wants to make his stand.
I'm okay.
I'm fine right now.
I'm fine, thank you.
Macy Hill checking in chat. Let's go, Joshua. Joshua with the sailboats. This one's for you, Macy.
Raise.
Bianca, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, wow.
All in for JuJu. Some Broadway cards. And Blue Man Group Joe with Big Slick suited.
This could be a three-way all-in situation, Rick. We might have some casualties. Mauro.
Let me get a count of the biggest.
Praying for Joshua to make the call, see if they can get heads up. I don't blame him for calling to knock out 2 opponents. This is a pivotal point.
Asking for the largest stack count.
He's getting over 2.5 to 1. He's going to have to make the call here.
11 out of 14.
Biggest stack is
minus
14 million. 11 million to win 39. Good luck, Joshua. And good luck to those all in.
Makes the call.
We are going to see a 3-way option.
Josh has a chance to knock out 2 players.
Joshua loving his spot.
And get it down to heads up.
JuJu looking for a queen.
Queen one time.
Joe looking for an ace or a king.
Huh? Oh, you had one?
Good luck to all. Good luck to all.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, right now you don't look too good.
Oh, you want to?
It's all good, man.
Yeah, of
You
course.
want a million?
Just one.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
Notice the equities. Josh at 41% to win the pot. Joe 38 and JuJu 21% to win the pot.
Joshua wins. JuJu gets the pay jump.
Looks like there's a lot of hearts to come out.
Queen of hearts.
I got to hope for something. 3 hearts, pow, and then I'll be happy.
Lisa will give us 3.
Okay, that's
king.
Women group Joe vaults to the lead.
JuJu not hating it. Hoping for a 6er. Queen.
Queen.
Holy
Oh, my goodness.
macaroni. Queen ball.
Sure looks good.
Joshua looking for
That's
a 4
right, it looks good to you.
KO 2 players. Joe will be eliminated. Great run, Joe. You've had a fantastic year. Great showing. 88,444. JuJu with the triple up. Now just under 40 million. We have a ball game.
He actually pushed with that. Nice hand.
Joe.
Wave goodbye to Lodge Crusher Extraordinaire, Blue Man Group Joe. He's going to walk out of here with $88,713. We're down to 3. Next pay jump is 6 figures from here on out.
What about ICM?
134,000 players.
Okay, so we're doing.
We have to wait the break.
We have to wait to talk about it.
These guys all playing for their biggest score might be discussing a deal. I don't blame them. There's a lot of money up for play. Maybe play for a little bit extra on the side.
It's typically what they do on these big tournaments here at the Lodge. If the deal is agreed upon, they'll leave something to play for, along with the trophy.
Oh, it's half.
Oh, just a cool
But you're 1 million.
720,000 between the 3 of them. No big deal. Or 620,000, excuse me.
Yeah. JuJu finds some life. He was the short stack for a long time. Takes off his hood. It's no longer going to monsoon here inside the Lodge. He decides to take off the raincoat hood.
Got a little hot after that hand.
Hasn't rained in Austin in about 3 months. I'm praying for rain. I'm sorry.
We like the AC here. It keeps it a little cold, you know. You got to keep your ears warm. JuJu calling to recognize his equity. 4 hearts on the river. JuJu might go for it here. Easy call. Joshua will collect his winnings.
Josh
and add to his stack.
Josh makes wastes no time with the calls.
No time.
I mean, doesn't even want to think about it.
Has his decision made. He's ready to go for it.
Just wants to rip that Band-Aid off and see what's behind.
Put a string around the tooth and rip it out.
Slick Rick and the great Nate Kogel.
Just 5 ante.
It's great to have Nate
In ante. Ante.
helping us out with this tournament, getting his insight.
1 and 5.
Happy to be here. This is a great time. What a feeling these guys are having right now. Never had a score above 25K. Looking at their first 100K score, 6 figures. A lot of people are striving to have that. These guys are sitting there already attaining it with the opportunity for more. JuJu getting frisky with the Doyle. Rest in peace.
Both players.
Mauro with the Robbie.
Hit a pair here.
Almost 1,000 likes. Come on, everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Show us your love. Hit us on all platforms. Twitter, Instagram. You know it. We're there for you. JuJu going for it with the double barrel. Mauro's thinking, what is JuJu repping here? A 6? Gonna sniff this one out. He will make the call in position. JuJu raising the eyebrows, wondering what am I gonna do on this river? Interesting river. There we go. 1K likes. Great job, everybody.
Good luck, all in.
All in from JuJu. Going for it. Very, very aggressive spot. Shoves 1.2x pot. So hard for Mauro to have it here. Forcing him to make a good call. Cannot do it. Very nice job.
JuJu's starting to make some plays here. It was very quiet earlier.
Gonna show the bluff. Shows a 10 and a deuce.
There's the Lodge cam. Look at all those smiling faces. There's E. McKenzie up there in the corner. That's some of the cash games going on this Monday afternoon. It is currently 5 p.m. Central Time. A lot of these folks just getting off work. Fine, good-looking fellow up at the top is wearing an old-school live stream hat. Got to like that.
Love it.
So I wanted to talk to you about something. You know, this is not really something for you because you have been involved in so many of these tournaments, but you mentioned that each of these guys, this will be their biggest score ever. And you hear, you know, NFL players, NBA players who make it to the championship, they say, you know, they don't know if they'll ever get back here. They got to take time to appreciate the moment. And, you know, it's tough to be in that mindset to say, hey, I've got to appreciate where I am right now. This may not happen for a while.
Absolutely.
To make a deep run in a major tournament like this.
It's not easy. It's so hard to be here, and especially for this amount of money. There's a lot on the line, you know? People, your friends and family are watching. They want you to win. You want to win. Every professional that gets to this spot must relish in the moment and just enjoy it because you never know. This could be your biggest score.
Race.
Or the beginning of more.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just the ability to take a breath and appreciate the moment.
Not let your nerves get to you. Just playing the game for what it is. Joshua getting tricky on the button with the 6-3. Very nice. Everybody's extremely deep. This is going to be their once they make a decision, if they make a deal or whatnot, but everyone is extremely deep. 37 big blinds is the shortest stack. Plenty of poker to be played. The big blind ante has now been chopped in half. When it gets to three-handed, so we're all battling for the next spot. Tell you what, everybody at this final table has done something out of line to show that they're not scared to put their decisions to the test, put people on the line. Everybody's playing very, very well.
So players have been shifted around the table to help with our cameras. Same positions, just shifted around to give us better production. Want to give a shout out to all of our fine folks back in the back room, production room. They do amazing work.
They really do.
And put on a great show. Cecil, thank you for that comment. Yeah. JuJu put his hood back on, expecting a downpour inside the studio. Under the lights. Both players hit top pair here. Same hand. Mauro does have diamond possibilities.
9 million?
Like I said, everybody is willing to go for it. Throwing in a check raise here. They have the same hand, so we're going to be enjoying our time, chop pot. Unless we see some equity on the turn for Mauro, like a diamond.
All in.
Good luck, all in. Oh, shit.
Wow. Quick call. Mauro on a free roll. Yeah. Diamond for Mauro.
Please do that. One time.
One time.
Just for the sweat.
Mauro.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a king. Just for the sweat.
No sweat.
Mauro wants a sweat. Let's take a sweat. Diamond.
There's
no diamond.
Chop it up.
Chop it up. Thanks for wasting our time, guys.
How do we both have that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
One time bluff.
Closing in on 4,000 watching our stream right now.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the ride. Again, congratulations to everyone that was at this final table that has exited. If you are watching the live stream.
Yeah, and shout out to Joe Strazera, Anthony Chester, and the entire staff here at the Lodge, from the front counter people to the cage to all the dealers. Job well done this weekend. There were a ton of people passing through this place, and there wasn't hardly anybody waiting for a table.
It was madness.
And very well done.
Friday, they had a 800 entrants.
Yeah.
JuJu 3X, blind versus blind.
I've like 40 almost.
Mauro gonna go for the call. It's definitely good to be flatting these hands more than 3 bets in position certainly under-repped if it comes ace high. But now with middle pair, he's pretty happy about it. We'll be peeling this in position versus JuJu. Let JuJu hang himself on later streets. But he might stomp the brakes here, given that card doesn't improve him at all. Mauro getting the green light. Will he take it or will he check? I'm pretty sure he might check and let JuJu have some more room. Very good river for Mauro. It's going to be an easy call in position if JuJu goes for it. Little small, 1 million. Interesting. Why so small? What does he think Mauro has here that he would fold? Mauro contemplating raising or just calling. Definitely not folding.
Flicks it in, and Mauro's going to pick up a 13 million chip pot.
Nice hand.
Thanks.
Once again, if you want to play on a Lodge live stream, we have plenty of opportunities for you in the upcoming weeks. Reach out to Skull Mike on his Instagram or Twitter at Skull Mike Poker, or go to the website, thelodgepokerclub.com/livestream, fill out the questionnaire. Let us know when you're coming to town, and start the conversation with Skull Mike. We'd love to have you on stream. I know September 1st and 2nd, look for Brad, Andrew, and Doug. That's one of those streams to make an appearance. September 1st and 2nd. And then, of course, the meetup game on the 4th. And Fall Mayhem 5th through the 18th.
Joshua wastes no time calling in position with the Queen 9. One of the fastest acting players at the table, by far.
Josh hits a 9.
What a
there
turn.
There is a third spade on the board. Both players with a spade in their hand. Two chip leaders.
This is an interesting turn. Joshua's going to think that he has the best of it. He could be raising here.
Raise.
He does. 10 million now.
Mauro absolutely loving it. Because of the check on the flop, he's so under-repped. Has to call. Hope that the board pairs so that Joshua can go for value.
There's the spade.
Goodness gracious.
Joshua comes from way behind.
Yuck.
Check, check. In position with the queen high flush.
Nice.
Joshua,
Catch up
take
your
your
way
time,
ahead.
Papa.
God damn.
Josh from way behind. Runner gave him some hope. 26 million chip pot and the chip lead.
Wow. Mauro, a little frustrated. Thankful that the river bet didn't happen because he was calling.
Raise.
Saved him at least a good 10 million. Should be thankful. Joshua probably going to be going for a delayed c-bet here. Turns the 8. That is a good turn for both of them.
Queen plays. Good hand.
JuJu gonna make the call and increase his stack back to 46 million. Might be second in chips. Sizing up here. 4x. Blind versus blind. Mauro with the king high. Not a great king high. Probably going to find a fold, but it's king high. It's hard to fold these spots in position. Both players have backdoor equity. Diamonds. Mauro extremely comfortable with his post-flop play. Flatting in position.
Flop lag.
This is a hairy turn.
Diamond here on the river would be a train wreck. Both players with a very high diamond card. Looks like about 8 million is the bet for Mauro.
Now this is going to get interesting because JuJu is blocking the nuts. Mauro is blocking as well. Has some straight blockers. Goodness gracious, I absolutely love it. Send it to the muck. Mauro, loving it, loving life, feeling himself.
He's the short stack now, Mauro, at 38 million. JuJu
might be chip lead.
It's going to be very close. Josh hits his 5 here.
Limped pot. Joshua slowing down the aggression pre-flop. He was being very aggressive earlier.
Yeah, folks, the players were instructed before the tournament started that they could talk about a deal on the breaks whenever there is a break in the action.
You got to battle it out till then.
We are coming up on a break in a few minutes.
JuJu really picking it up going for it. I really like the change of pace, changing gears before his opponents do. Being a step ahead is very important in poker, especially in tournament poker when the blinds are going up. Stacks are getting shorter effectively.
And patience, so important. JuJu pretty much didn't play many pots at all the first couple hours of the stream today.
Found some momentum. Had a few hands go his way. KOing TM. Being aggressive.
Yes, Craig asks, will deal be announced? If there is ever a deal here, we will definitely let you know about it. No deal has been made as of yet. Players can discuss that on a break. Totally up to them what they want to do.
JuJu being short earlier, winning that three-way all-in, gave him that momentum and that spike of energy. Now he's almost sitting near the top. Might even be chip lead now. Mauro and Joshua battling it out.
Josh looking for a diamond if he makes this call. No diamond. Check mark for Mauro.
Mauro's just thinking about how much to make it. He should go really small here, in my opinion. This board, you're not really getting paid by much when you go big. You want to go small, trying to get max value from the weakest part of their range. Gonna go big, gonna get a fold. You want to nickel and dime these guys, get them, knock a leg out.
One of the events, I'm sorry, in the Fall Mayhem series is the main event, 1 million guarantee, $1,200 buy-in, 7 starting flights, 11 a.m. and 5 p.m., starting on the 13th. Cowboys for Josh. 3 bets to 10 million. Mauro with some Broadway cards lays it down.
These guys are all having the time of their lives, but quiet as a mouse. Focusing on the end goal, end result, that 300,000, such a large sum of money. Joshua blind versus blind with a royal flush draw, king 10 of clubs. JuJu going to 3-bet to 7. Joshua with the fast call. These guys are playing faster than Usain Bolt. Check, check. Interesting turn. Definitely going to spark some interest for JuJu now that he's open-ended. He's not going to like a 9. He needs an 8 or a king. Could find a raise here, but probably going to elect to call. He's going to raise, which I like. It's going to put Joshua in a hairy spot with the 10. He's not going to absolutely love it, but he will be calling. This is going to be a great river for JuJu to kind of go for it. Wow, Joshua going for it. Repping diamonds. Interesting.
All in.
JuJu putting him to the test. Absolutely love it.
I'll play.
Joshua not happy about seeing those nines. Wow, that got out of hand very quickly. JuJu picking up on the weakness. Now commanding chip leader. This is interesting, to say the least. JuJu really feeling himself here. Nice line. Definitely made Joshua a little uncomfortable there after seeing him flip over the 9-9. Uh-oh, we are going to have some fireworks. 3x the button with the 2-2. Mauro. And a snap call, frustration call.
Wow. Oh, good hand.
Mauro happy to see he's got the equity here versus Joshua. Gonna need a 2 or we will be heads up. Mauro, JuJu, both hoping for Joshua to make an exit. Joshua hoping for a deuce. We do not get a deuce on the flop. He's going to need a black deuce on the turn of the river, or we will be heads up. Ace on the turn. And that is it for Joshua. Great run, sir. Well played. 134,000 for your payday. Great job, sir. That is a phenomenal job.
From Brady, Texas, the pride of Brady, Texas, goes home with 134,321. And we are down to heads up.
I think I've got.
Yeah,
And I believe the players are going to take a break here.
Thanks.
I believe that's what we're being told.
It's me and you, man.
Just absolutely amazing, though, for Joshua. I mean, his biggest score before then was $2,500.
So
now he's sitting in with Donald Duck in his vault, swimming in coins. 134,000. I mean, nothing to be shy about.
That is fantastic. Congratulations. He'll have a nice hour-and-a-half trip back to Brady.
Nice little steak dinner
along
with the
way.
family.
Exactly.
Maybe a little barbecue. Maybe we go to the pool.
And
it's getting hot here in Texas.
Lisa is going to wave goodbye, and we'll say hello to Final Table Kev again.
You want it?
I'm down to talk, yeah.
We're going heads up.
There's the chip count.
Allow that.
JuJu in the lead, 99 big blinds.
Very deep heads-up match.
They got to go outside the room.
And while the players are going to take a short break, let's go ahead and hear from our good friend, Brad Owen, talking about what's coming up around the corner, the Fall Mayhem.
Hey guys, Brad Owen here. I'd like to introduce you to Dion. Dion won $267,000 in the last Millionaire Mayhem main event at the Lodge Card Club. Do you have what it takes to be the next Dion? Come find out. Come battle with the Fall Mayhem series taking place September 5th through September 18th. It's 16 different tournaments, over $1.5 million in guaranteed prize money. For the full schedule, check out thelodgepokerclub.com. Hope to see you there.
So the situation is this, folks. We have paused the clock. We are down to heads up between Mauro and JuJu. JuJu with 99 million chips. Mauro with about 77 million chips. They have asked to take a break to discuss a possible chop. At this point, you know, yes, JuJu has the chip lead, Nate, but what's going on? What are these conversations like at this point?
These guys are both ecstatic at this point that they made it to the top two. Most of the money in the prize pool is in these two spots. They couldn't be more happy. yeah, they're going to have to play it out if they make a deal. But you know what? They both just made almost $250,000. It's absolutely amazing how much money that they just made. And these guys, they play poker, you know, so they're going to get to experience, you know, opportunities like this in the future. But, you know, their minds are like, wow. They just, I mean, it's one of those moments you're just like, man, did I just get heads up and am I playing for 300,000?
Yeah, but you know, at this point, you know, 99 million versus 77 million, whatever, or 73 million, whatever it is, it's one hand. You know, you're the chip leader right now. In one hand, you could be the short stack. You know,
absolutely.
At this point, the conversation, if they are going to discuss, it looks like 300 plus 196, 496, 5 is. It could be split between the two. Maybe play for the trophy. I've never been in this situation to discuss a chop. Obviously, you're a player who obviously believes in your talent, much deservedly so. You might say, I'm never chopping.
So I've been in situations where I feel like I have an edge.
Right.
And generally, if you feel like you have an edge, you're not supposed to make a deal. Because of the fact that when you do get in these situations, most of the money is up top. So losing out on that $110,000 in equity where you should have maybe played it out could be, you know, 2 years worth of money that could be made. You know, it's a lot of money to be played for. And if you've never been in this situation, the tension's extremely high for the person that's never had that opportunity. So anybody that doesn't put in a ton of work, doesn't put in a ton of volume, only maybe a recreational player, might make a deal easily because they don't come by this very often, you know? So
absolutely. Typically what happens, and I'm not saying this is going to happen in this case, typically if a deal is made, and we'll let you know what the deal is, typically they leave money behind plus the trophy to play it out. We won't do it. We do ask them to do that because it is a live stream. We don't want to just come back and say, that's all, folks. It's over. We will see a final result, winning hand. We ask that they play for something and the trophy. They can chop it up however they want. But we'll try to let you know. Hopefully they'll do that.
It's great that the Lodge facilitates it and makes it easy on the players to get everything organized so that they can, you know, you don't know the other opponent, you know. It's other places they don't facilitate it, so they make you play it out, and then you have to trust that other individual if you want to make a deal. So it's really great that the Lodge, you know, accommodates the players in these situations to help them keep the game and, you know, integrity of the game out there and keep it honest. It's very good for the players, and in general, you know, we want to see a bloodbath. We want them to play it out, but you know, guys, they're playing for so much money. It's life-changing, and they want to get the max. So
yeah,
making a deal sometimes is their, you know, best opportunity.
So just to remind you, Mauro came into this final table today with 10.5 million chips. JuJu came in with 17.9 million chips. JuJu is from the Houston area. Mauro from Torreon, Mexico. And he was telling me earlier he won a main event in Mexico, but he said the main event that he won in Mexico is a very small tournament. That was his highlight. He did fire 2 bullets in this event. And
I wish I could say I fired 2 bullets.
JuJu is from the Houston area. He's playing poker about 3 years, and that's it. He told me this is his poker highlight this weekend here at the Lodge. Also told me if he won big in this tournament, he'd take a nice trip to Europe.
Well, it looks like he's going to Amsterdam.
Looks like first class Delta One flight over to Europe could be in his future.
I don't blame him, especially after something like this, so big, so mentally straining. It's a lot on the body. A lot of people don't understand unless they actually play poker and they're in this situation of the high stress where it's a lot of money and it's just not easy. So, you know, JuJu could have been out in 4th place, you know, with the king-queen. But he found a way, got lucky, and maneuvered and played his ass off. And he's literally put himself in position to be the chip leader now. That pocket 9's hand versus Joshua, when Joshua laid down the king 10, I'll tell you what, that was a phenomenal shove. Phenomenal shove. Put him in extreme contention, put Joshua on tilt, made him make, you know, a mistake, and now they're discussing some sort of opportunity for the both of them, which is pretty sweet.
And I got to say it again, JuJu is only played poker for 3 years. He was the short stack the majority of the day today to start the, you know, once we got started, it seemed like he was the short stack, just bided his time, just was very, very patient, and then finally got some momentum. And like you mentioned, you noticed that he changed gears. So important in tournament poker to be able to be that patient and know that you could go a level without even playing a pot, you
Absolutely.
know? And then being able to know when to change levels.
I think what JuJu had going through his mind when he got 3-handed was, I have now just hit a 6-figure score, and I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to play my butt off. I'm going to go with my read. I'm going to go with my instinct. A lot of people can't be taught instinct. It's all within you. So he was, you know, telling himself, I'm sure on break, I'm going to get to top 3, and then I'm going to go for it. And here he is on the brink of a win. And it's exciting. I love seeing players that haven't been in the game that long having success. Hopefully they take a good path and learn more in the future about, you know, what they can do with that money and opportunities they have with the money, because this is a large sum and something to change somebody's life. And, yeah, I mean, like you said, he's only been in the game for 3 years.
Yeah.
That's not very long, Rick.
No, it's
and especially to have a score like this.
It's crazy.
It can set you up for an opportunity of a big future. So
absolutely,
using it to his advantage would be prime.
If you are just joining us, this is the Mega Monster final table. We're down to heads up. The players have asked to take a short break to discuss a possible chop. We are located in the Austin, Texas area, the Lodge, and there you see players, a behind-the-scenes look at what a chop negotiation looks like. Anthony Chester with his back towards us, and looks like they have come to some resolution. Mauro speaks English, but it's tough for him, so he's got some help there for translating something this important. You want to make sure you are understanding everything correctly.
Absolutely. And you never know. There might be some tax limitations. I don't know how that works for Mexico and in general, but trying to figure that out and get that organized before they maybe strike a deal is going to be something he has to think about.
Yeah, so it looks like they're very close to a deal because Anthony Chester went back to his computer, maybe to crunch some numbers to provide to the players. And you see the behind-the-scenes look. That's the outer area of our studio. By the way, those are the player lockers that players would put their phones in. We don't allow any electronic equipment into the studio. That's where they keep their phones and smartwatches and such. We will let you know what the deal is. We won't keep you that into suspense, but chances are they are going to be playing for the trophy and for whatever it is. So there's Anthony. Looks like he is telling them what their shares would be. There's Mickey, our game host. Karen, I would rather not talk about the tax situation because I don't know. Maybe Nate, you could share some light on it, but I'm not a I'm not an accountant, so Would rather not mention that, but
it's definitely different for every origin. Each state has different tax limitations. Each country has different tax limitations. So it's all depending on where you're from and how you're filing. That's just something that they have to do on their own.
yes. There we go. There's the shake of the hands. And we are going to high fives all around, hugs.
Everybody's happy. Looks like his best friend there, congratulating him, Mauro, on a huge score. 5 times his new score, his old score. That's just absolutely amazing.
And we're going to hear from Anthony. He's going to let the stream know on camera in the studio. There's the trophy that they will play for.
It's a beaut. How much does that weigh? 10 pounds?
Mike Brady. In chat. Trying to see. The Heads Up Open is coming up in October 13th and 14th. We're just announcing this right now. Each day 1 flight starts. Once 8 players register, 1 player from each flight will make the money and move on to day 2. 1 re-entry allowed per player each day. Day 2, October 15th. It's the Heads Up Open. We're going to cap it at 128 players, $1,000 buy-in. For more information, I'm sure they'll be all over the lodgepokerclub.com website. October, if you like Heads Up Poker, tournament style, the Heads Up Open coming October 13th and 14th, $1,000 buy-in. Each day 1 flight starts once 8 players register. We'll cap it at 128 total players. 1 player from each flight will make the money and move on to day 2.
How many flights do they have? Looks like 2.
Well, they have
day 1 flights 13 to 14.
Well, once 8 players, so every 8 players will be another flight up to 128 players.
All
right, here we go.
Mega Monster. So we do have a deal that was made. All right, JuJu is going to take $245,000. And Mario is going to take $230,000. They're going to have a $20,000 heads up in this trophy match to decide on who is the winner of the inaugural Mega Monster. Congratulations, guys. Kevin, please go ahead.
So there's the deal. JuJu will receive $245,000. Mauro will receive $230,000, but they will play for $20,000 and the trophy. So if Mauro happens to win, he would actually receive $250,000. If JuJu happens to win, he'll receive $265,000.
Congrats, guys. Congratulations to both of you. What an awesome opportunity. Now we're going to grudge it out for $20K.
Both players better than second place money.
20 ducats up top. It's battle, boys.
And exciting news about the Heads Up Open.
I could see this go pretty quick.
Yes.
I could definitely see this going pretty quick. Everybody's extremely happy now. $250,000 in the pocket.
No. 7.
Heads up tournament. That's going to be sweet.
Big blind is always the small blinds on the button.
Yes.
And I like how we are fully transparent with what the deal was. And there's the celebratory cerveza.
Corona.
You got a beer over there?
Yeah. You want?
Yeah, let me get a beer too.
Same beer, or we have a whole list?
Yeah, same one, Corona, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love the celebratory beer. Pops up right when the deal is made. Why not?
Got to. Maybe a celebratory shot.
We'll go over the deal one more time after this hand. So the deal is JuJu, who had the chip lead, is going to get $245,000. Mauro is going to get $230,000. They kept $20,000 back to play for and the trophy. So they're playing for $20K and the trophy. Both players locking up $245,000 for JuJu.
Oh, okay.
Mauro, $230,000.
So you're on the small blind or first? Raise to 3-1. Call.
We will have an interview with the winner as soon as one is determined.
2-9.
And then we will sign off until Thursday's show.
Call.
Greg Potter will be back in the booth on Thursday for some more Lodge live streams. Club draw for JuJu.
10 million.
Pair for Mauro.
Wow.
Thank you.
There's a beer for JuJu. Gotta love it.
Loosen up a little bit.
Nate, I think you and I should have a beer.
I think so too. Let's crack one. Let's crack one.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud, man. Right here.
Come by. Not that JuJu needs to loosen up anymore. As we saw, he just floated the flop with 3 high. Last hand. Love and life.
Still playing for 20K.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like chump change
It's not,
here.
it feels like chump change. But it's not. It's a lot of money. It's like first place in the daily here.
Exactly. 20K and a beautiful trophy.
The trophy is what I want.
And the history of being
Money's
known as the
cool,
first
but-
ever Mega Monster winner.
It's a good title to have.
0.5.
8.5 million.
Ace King King flop.
5 million.
Yeah, folks, we've got so much going on. You know, you got the Fall Mayhem series just around the corner, September 5th through the 18th. But then we just announced right on this stream a Heads Up tournament in October. If you like Heads Up, $1,000 buy-in. We'll cap it at 128 players. Once 8 players sign up, we'll start a flight. Nutsbuster says Lodge has to be seriously considering moving to Texas from Tennessee. A lot of people move here.
They don't regret it. I'll tell you that. Texas is a great place to be. Tech industry, food, music.
Diamond draw for JuJu.
This is gonna get a little hairy. JuJu has been check raising his butt off. Could definitely see that going this way. And if not, he's gonna call it the bare minimum. That's a really good turn for JuJu.
7 million.
Quick call. Great river for both of them.
Check.
Mauro gonna go really big here. JuJu will not be folding. Definitely should be betting like 16 million here. 16 million is the bet.
I think I have to call here, man.
Yeah, you are gonna have to call. This is not a. I wouldn't say you have to, but it's definitely a situation that you can't maybe fold.
Call.
8.
Yeah, that's good.
It's gonna be good.
Nice hand.
Thanks.
60 million chips going over tomorrow.
That was the river.
That was a momentum changer. It's just such a good river because now JuJu's hand counterfeits some of the two pairs if he did have some of those hands. And he could have had the best hand. And
looks like one more hand they'll play at this level, and then the next blind level will be 600.
No. Next hand.
Next one?
Next.
Oh, sorry.
1.2 million. Fat guy out west, a $40 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
Where is it? 9 million.
this could get spicy. Both have two pretty good heads up hands. They're pretty deep though, but I honestly could see JuJu going for it.
25.
Ooh, he is. 25 million with some Broadway cards. All in.
All right, let's gamble.
All right, here we go, folks.
Okay.
This could be it.
It's a gamble.
It's a good gamble.
All right, let's see it.
JuJu, for his tournament life, players with their beer in their hands.
20K flip here.
It's my hand that saved me, you know?
Hanging out where they're at.
Really?
The hand that might save you might be your demise. Ooh. King on the flop. Mauro needs a queen or an ace. Looking for...
What about you, queen?
A queen or
some
an
help.
ace. There's the ace. And it's over.
Thanks.
Mauro will get the trophy and the extra 20,000.
Oh, the river.
So his final payday will be 250,000 and the trophy and the championship. JuJu walks away second place, 245,000. And we're going to have a quick interview after we see some stats here. They're going to make one final determination to see if he had him covered.
He's got 95 sticks.
20.
So it's going to be a cover.
Yeah, it's covered.
And it's over.
Good game, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice job, Mauro. Nice job, JuJu. You guys played well. Both battled it out. Left everything on the line. Enjoying your cerveza. Now it's time to go count those ducats and go have a party.
We're going to I'm
Enjoy
going to get
your
out there
time
and
in
do.
Europe.
I'm going to get out there and do a little interview here.
Run it twice is good.
Nice. Good game.
Yeah.
Good game. Thought I had it, man. That damn ace. Quick heads up.
Well, you wait good when there's another shortist like you.
Yeah.
And you just wait.
Congratulations, Mauro.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Hey,
JuJu.
thank you.
I'm
Congratulations,
not good
Mauro.
speaking English, but
Okay, we'll just say congratulations.
I'm gonna try.
We're here with Mauro from Mexico, who is the winner of the Mega Monster. I know the English, your English, you're worried about a little. We'll try to keep it brief. Your thoughts on this tournament?
Well, it's a good tournament. Well, it's a lot of flags, but I think that the structure is very good. I never feel like I was shorty or something like that. So.
You had a roller coaster ride up and down today. You were chip leader, the short stack, and back to the chip leader. Yeah. Congratulations on this big win. Any big plans with the money?
Sorry?
Any big plans with your payday?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Save.
Maybe a vacation.
Save the money. Save the money.
Congratulations, Mauro. Big payday. Congratulations also to JuJu right here.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thanks so much, folks, for watching. It's been a great day. The Mega Monster. I'm sure we're going to have plenty more of these to come. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit up. We'll see you on Thursday for more Lodge Live Stream.